Want to watch football without the restrictions of blackouts or cable? Check out expressvpn.com to help you get access to all the live games. Sign up today using the link in the description to get 3 free months. Action. Yo, the Bolt fam, it's the director. Where's my chat at, baby? Let's get the chat up in here real quick. 1, 2, how you do? How's everybody doing today, man? Bolt up. The Chargers, the playoff-bound Chargers, taking on the Los Angeles Rams today in the battle for LA. Should be a good one for those of you saying, hey, man, director, we don't have anything to play for. We might as well just sit everybody and wait for the postseason. No. Chargers still fighting for a better seed. Would love to see the 5th seed for the Bolts, as well as you want to get some momentum before going into the postseason. You'll be feeling a lot better with a couple more wins under your belt. So a lot to play for today, as well as bragging rights. I know, man. The battle for LA. The LA market's super fickle. The LA Rams, who won the Super Bowl last year? I don't think anybody remembers anymore because this team has fallen from the heavens straight to the ground. It's time for the Chargers to take firm stake in the LA market. Let's get it, baby. What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing in the chat today? We got Richie Lloyd. Now is the time. We got Brent Solman. We got Tavan. We got Sage. We got Brian Mitchell, Eddie Salanda. We got Christian, Johnny Tran, John Gill. We got Chargers Are the Best. That's a dub name right there. Martin Trammell. We got Foo. We got Imagewell. We got Mrs. Director, the snow in the house. Guys, give some shout outs to her. I'm sure you guys saw her on my Instagram yesterday. Director certainly outpunted his coverage. Is I think what we can see seen all the time here on the channel. How's everybody doing today, man? Let's see some of those score predictions in the chat as the Chargers and Rams are getting ready to kick off here in just a minute. We got Happy New Year's coming in from Richie. Happy New Year's to everybody in the chat as well, man. Hope everybody had a fantastic evening last night. Some good vibes out there. Should be a good time. We got Karen in the house as well, and Rex. Good to see everybody. Some score predictions in the chat. We're saying 31-17 Chargers. That's coming in from Zach Tracy. Melanie says 27-17. Metal Hammer's just going all in with the 50-0 Chargers. Should be a good one today. 27-20 Bolts. 31-17 Chargers. We got 53 to... Metal Hammer's just throwing down the hammer on this. With 24-10 coming in from Foo. Barry Sinclair with the 27-23. I think my official prediction was 27-16. Is what I'm going to be rolling with in this one. Big story of the game. We're seeing him on the screen right now. Joey Bosa making his return since week 3. So good to see number 97 back on the field. We're going to be repping his teammate number 52 and Khalil Mack today. I got to get a new assortment of jerseys that fit. For those of you guys who don't know, I went through a huge weight loss journey this last year. All my jerseys are too big, so I now got to refill the closet. I'm sure I'm not going to be too upset going out there jersey shopping again. Should be a good time. 28-21 from the Win family. Good to see everybody in the chat today, man. Let's see some 97s in the chat for our guy Joey Bosa. Welcome back. One of my favorite players on the Bolts. Seeing him matched up with Khalil Mack is certainly going to be a treat today. And of course, don't expect a full snap count for our guy Joey Bosa this week, as he is probably going to be eased back into football. Make sure he is nice and fresh and healthy for the postseason. Next week is going to be that conversation, I feel more likely than not. Try and go out there, get the win versus the Denver Broncos. But maybe it's not a bad idea to rest a guy here or there. We'll have to wait and see. Here comes the kickoff, opening kickoff. By the way, huge shout out real quick before we get started with this whole thing. Shout out to Underdog Fantasy. We're rolling in there with Baker with the interception, Eckler, Mike, and Justin Herbert. Use code DIRECTOR to match your first deposit up to $100 and get in on the action. The Chargers will be taking the field on defense to start this game, and the Los Angeles Rams coming out for their first possession on offense. Come on, defense. If there's been one thing that's been amazing to watch these past couple of weeks, it's been the Chargers defense dominating the league as one of the top defenses in football. Let's see if they can continue that momentum as I'm seeing number 97 out there on the field right now, baby. Joey Bosa, his first snap in all these many weeks. Opposite him is Khalil Mack attack. This is what we were waiting to see, man. Let's go. Joey Bosa's itching, man. I see him twitching at the line right there. Here he comes. It's going to be a handoff to Cam Akers to start this game, and Akers is going to pick up a solid 7-8 yards. Of course, the Chargers' run defense certainly still needs a little bit of help as we continue hoping to make this team better before the postseason. Eric Black coming in with the $2 hoss says, how much time should we let X see today? I would say give him at least 80% of his reps, right? Make sure that things are consistent. He seemed to be fine from what I'm hearing. I know a lot of people out there in their Super Bowl championships, myself included, man. I'm with you, dudes. I'm rocking in today in my big fantasy league as the first place team. We're in the Super Bowl. Things are looking okay right now, but we're going to need Austin Eckler. So hopefully he sees some reps. Yeah, I would say about 80% of his normal reps should be fine, but this is a good opportunity to see what the other running backs can do. Here comes another run for Cam Akers right up the middle. Nobody's there. He'll pick up a solid 5-6 yards and a first down for the Rams as they approach midfield. Burrell Bikes with a $5 house says, don't forget, everyone, watch the game on mute, but listen to the director. Hey, man, I'm flattered. I'm flattered that anybody out there would rather listen to me other than the talented broadcasting teams you usually have for the Los Angeles. I will say, as a Chargers fan for the longest time, though, didn't really feel like any announcer was on our side, more so against us, which was really a bit bothersome, but you guys don't have to worry about that. The Chargers superfan director is on the clock. Here comes 1st and 10. Baker Mayfield fires to the sideline, and wide open was Cam Akers on the wheel. It's gonna go right in front of him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up. Wow, that would have been a gain for at least 20 yards. Nobody down there at safety for the Chargers. It seemed that I think Jasir Taylor left his zone for the inside, just leaving a wide open running back on the wheel. Lucky for the Chargers, Cam Akers was overthrown by Baker Mayfield. Thank you so much, Burrell, for the 5, and thank you, Eric Black, for the 2. I appreciate the love early in this one, guys. Tara, welcome back. Tara with the red check mark there now. I really like that. That's pretty sick. 2nd and 10. Thank you so much, Tara, and all the mods in the channel. Here comes Baker Mayfield. It's going to be a draw play. Handoff to the running back, Cam Akers, who's going to pick up another 5 or 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up. Tranquil's the man. We have to resign him. Yeah, again, I don't want to see another Kaiser White slip through our fingers. He's been killing it with the Philadelphia Eagles. Alohi Gilman, as well as I'm seeing in the chat, has been quite impressive as well. Remind me, guys, right after this drive, I got to grab me some. I got a big water crate right here just for such a streaming occasion. We got to get some water in the house. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Chargers defense. Can they bend but not break and get a stop on this drive? Here comes Baker Mayfield with big pressure up the middle, and guess what? That's gonna be a Chargers sack! Bryce Callahan came up the middle to force Baker Mayfield to step up. Then he was quickly cleaned up by a Morgan Fox, and that's a big stop on defense. 56 is in the chat. Morgan Fox from the interior and help from the DB, Bryce Callahan. Dennis Quast coming in saying, big fan from Germany here. Let's go Chargers. Guten Tag. Thank you so much, my man Dennis. Appreciate the love there. Morgan Fox with the big stop, and here comes the punt by the Los Angeles Rams around the 45-yard line. Chargers are going to let it bounce out of bounds around the 22, 23-yard line. And Dean Leonard's going to go down immediately. Thinks he's fine. I think he's fine. He was faking like his leg was hurting. I don't know if we saw a little bit of football dramatic action out there. But Morgan Fox, what a stop right there, man. Yeah, he's certainly going to be one of those re-signed candidates for sure. We'll be right back, guys. I'm going to grab a water real quick. All right, stay hydrated out there, Bo fam. Man, I was parched. H-bomb to start off. Yeah, dudes. Okay, so for those of you who are new here or unfamiliar, we have an assortment of different buttons here, right? These are like the big red buttons that we push. when something big happens in a game. We, of course, got the Chargers touchdown, the H-bomb, which we refer to a big pass by Justin Herbert. We'll say 20-plus yards. We got a sack button, an interception button, and a fumble button. We're working on making more buttons before the postseason. I can promise you guys that. As well as I'm going to show you guys something. I'm sick that I wasn't able to get it installed yet, but I will show it off here for the stream. My brother, for Christmas, packaged this up. This handy-dandy little tool here. This will make the streams a little bit funner. He got us a stream deck for Christmas. Hey, I want y'all in the chat right now to shout out Korlak is his name. Korlak. K-O-R or K-O-R-L-A-K. Korlak. Give him a shout out in the chat. I'll actually type it out right there for helping out the stream here, man. One of those guys that's really helped me out since starting this channel, make things look fine, refined and tuned, and as professional as possible given our limited resources. Definitely going to be fun to add a bunch of more buttons and animations via the stream deck. It should be a good time. Thank you so much, bro. I appreciate the love. 001 first roll with the red. I love that red icon in there, man. The $5 HUD says, what do you think what do Kyle Van Noy and the director have in common? They both married Utah girls. Hey, man. That's half correct. Half correct. We'll say we married in Utah, right? But my wife is actually from Alabama. I married me a Southern girl. And she is a looker for sure. The director definitely got lucky on that front. I appreciate the love there, first roll. Thank you so much for the $5 holla. Eric Black with the $2 HUD says Tranquil is the best middle linebacker we've had since Cooper. I would agree. I would say that he's definitely been one of the best. And you know what's crazy, too? Is that our guy Kenneth Murray has really been stepping up this season, too. The Chargers went from a very weak position at middle linebacker to, I would say, a pretty strong position at middle linebacker these past couple of weeks. Here comes the Chargers' first possession on offense. He's going to start off with the play action. Justin Herbert bumping around. He's going to fire underneath to Austin Eckler. Correction, Keenan Allen. And that'll be a reception for about 6 yards. 2nd and 4 coming up. Good on Justin Herbert. He was bouncing around that pocket like a ping pong ball. And he somehow managed to find some composure to hit his man up the middle for a nice solid gain. Lots of Korlaks in the chat. Big appreciations to the director's brother, man. That was a real sweet, very thoughtful gift there, too. My wife, if you guys were wondering, too, she actually picked me up one of the things I've wanted for a long, long time. Can you guys guess? I'll let you guys guess. We'll come back to it in just a second. Here comes the swing out to Keenan Allen. He's going to find a little space in front of him, and he picks up the first down. Doesn't matter if he's getting tossed at the sticks, tossed behind the line of scrimmage. He's coming up with that first down. 2nd and Keenan comes up with the first this time. Chargers now have the ball around the 46-yard line. 46-yard line and looking good. Mrs. Director picked up for me for Christmas a very nice sound bar, man. I'm very serious about my movie theater viewing experience if I can get it at home. That sound, dude, that was sick. That one blew me away. Here comes a carry by Austin Eckler. Eckler, who is questionable early this week, is going to take his first carry for about 6-7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and short coming up. Correction, 8 yards on his first carry today. Christian Milano with the $5 houses. Let's have some fun today. Isn't that the weirdest feeling? The Chargers all season long, every single game came down to the wire. Heart attacks all around, but where it really counted, the Chargers found a way to let the Chargers fans have some fun in the last 2 weeks. Here comes Chase with the 20. We'll come right back to that in just a second. Justin Herbert on the play action, steps back, fires over the middle. It's Austin Eckler, and he'll pick up maybe 1.5 yards. It'll be about 1 yard short, maybe half a yard short of the first down. Chase coming in with the $20 holla. Let's see what my man's got to say. He said, let's go, baby. Since the Dolphins beat the Bills earlier this season, my roommate every single day told me Super Bowl. Then we beat them, and it's been a wrap every day to see him. I yell Super Bowl. And he gets mad both of. Hey, Dolphins fans. Don't worry, man. You guys got plenty to be excited for next season, of course. Here comes a handoff. I think it's Josh Kelly this time. He'll pick up the first down.
Since the Dolphins beat the Bills earlier in the season, my roommate every single day told me Super Bowl. Then we beat them, and it's been a wrap every day I see him. I yell Super Bowl. And he gets mad.
Holding on the Chargers, by the way. They're bringing that guy back for a 3rd and 11. That was a huge holding penalty against Donald Parham. Chase, thank you so much for the $20 holla, man. Hey. Until all Dolphins fans cease and desist from the Herbert slander, I need you to be reminding this man of Super Bowl until that day comes. Appreciate the love in here, Chase. Thank you so much for the $20 holla. We got another one coming in the chat here in just a second. Here comes 3rd and 11 for Justin Herbert in the offense. And Herbert winding up is going to fire over the middle of the field. Bit of interference on Mike Williams, who's looking for a flag. He's not going to get one.
And hope the Ravens
and that's going to be 4th and 11.
The number 5 seed.
Here comes the $20 holla from Cal Guala. He says, Dolphins lost. That makes us number 6 seed minimum. Let's get these next 2 wins and hope Ravens lose 1 game. We have the number 5 seed. Cal, thank you so much. That's interesting to learn that with that loss, keeps the Chargers firmly in the 6th spot. Very, very cool. Here comes the punt, by the way. J.K. Scott puts this one up high, and it'll be fair caught inside the 15. Rams got a long field in front of them. Cal, thank you so much for the $20 holla and the information. You know what? I do believe if the Ravens and or Bengals lose this week, it opens up the door for the Chargers to sneak in at number 5. And this is because those 2 teams play against each other, I do believe, in Week 18. Depending on the results of that, anything can happen, but the Chargers still very much so alive for the 5th seed. Thank you so much for the $20 holla there, Cal. Appreciate the love. Here comes Eric with the $5 holla. We're in commercial. It says, we're in the playoffs. Time for Lombardi to open up the playbook, take chances to see what works in more plays going down the field. Absolutely. Something we definitely talked about in our preview video. These are these testing grounds, man. The consequences of losing this game are very minimum. This is where you go out there and you try some things, right? You figure stuff out. Without consequences, you definitely want to do that.
THX Director, Happy New Year. God bless.
Thomas Costello coming in here with the $20 holla. Big happy thanks or happy New Year's to you, everybody in the chat. Certainly to you and your family there, Thomas. Thank you so much. $20 holla. The hype is real. And the Chargers, postseason bound, are giving us a nice, easy experience here in Week 17. Who knows what's going to happen in Week 18, by the way? Do we rest starters? Who knows? But certainly a great way to kick off the new year. We got ourselves some Chargers football, some ease and laid-back, relaxed Chargers football. Should have some fun with it today in this one, man. Hey, guys, everybody, thank you so much. To Chase, to Cal, to Eric, to Thomas. Thank you guys so much for all the hollows, man. I really appreciate the love out here, dudes. Appreciate the love. So the chat was really hoping for a PI on Mike Williams. It certainly did not happen. If you're a Chargers fan, you're pretty familiar with the issues with officiating is all I'm going to say at this point. It's been a tough one. It's been a tough year in terms of officiating. Now, we haven't really gone super deep. All right, I should say super offended in a lot of instances. I think there's 2 games that I can identify that I went ham, dude. I was upset. There was pure and blatant buffoonery afoot when it came to the officiating. Can you guys guess those 2 games over the last 2 seasons that really set me off when it came to the officiating? Huh? The one game this season that set me off, where we really laid it all out there on YouTube, was versus the Chiefs. That game was absurd, man. We had that one. We had that one in the bag. Those officiating buffoonery ripped that one from our grip. The game last season was funny enough in the same week. Week 2 in 2021 versus the Cowboys. That one I as well went super upset with the officiating. Shout out to Richard, man, who was on the chat just here a second, or on the screen here a second ago, dancing in the end zone. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Rams offense. Yeah, those 2 games really set me off. Here comes a carry by Cam Akers. And Akers will pick up about a yard. Stopped well short by Sebastian Joseph Day. 2nd down coming up. Yeah, man, those 2 games. I don't know if you guys remember last season. It was so bad versus the Cowboys that instead of putting, you guys know those post-game reports where I put those 2 players going head-to-head with the logos and all that kind of stuff, makes it look fancy. Instead of putting 2 players, I put a Chargers player and an official. That's who I put on. It was so bad last season. You could have said the same for this year with the Chiefs. Those 2 games, my goodness. Outside of that, we do get robbed here and there, but those are the only 2 games I really complained about. 2nd and 8. Here comes an underneath pass. It's number 19 of the Rams. And he'll pick up about 3 yards. He'll be short. It'll be 3rd and medium coming up. That was to, I think, Bryson. No? Is it just Powell? We'll just call him Powell. Cowboys last year, Chiefs this year. Yeah, those 2 games, whew, jeez. Owen Lightning. He says, Director, please notice this. Okay, all right. I see a plug greater than the GOAT. I'll take that. We'll take that. Here comes the Rams. Third down. Can the Chargers get another stop here? Had a healthy looking drive on offense just a moment ago before getting thrown away by a Donald Parham penalty, unfortunately. 3rd and 5. Can the Chargers get home here? Joey Bosa almost gets in there for the sack. Oh, Baker Mayfield evades the second sack, dives for the first down, and the Rams drive remains alive. Eric Black with the $10 holla coming in here says, Director, let's actually have some help with this one.
Director, you're perfecting your content this season. I have so many questions and you seem to always cover them in your post-game videos. Appreciate you, man, and always. High voltage sign, up arrow, let's go D. High voltage sign.
High voltage sign, up arrow. Let's bolt up a little bit of the chat, baby. Eric, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the compliment, dude. It's been a good time out here, man. You guys want to know what this whole channel's built off of? Back in the day, before we started covering the Chargers, I would be doing this anyway. My audience was my wife, and after a while, she's like, you got to find an outlet. And here we are today, man. I appreciate you so much, Eric. Thank you so much for the $10 holla. As the Rams pick up 3 yards on a reception by Tyler Higbee, who had crazy amount of receptions last week. I appreciate that again, Eric. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate that. What's going on, Jackson Rose? How's everybody doing in the chat today? Chargers looking to put up a good fight this week versus the Los Angeles Rams in the battle for LA. Of course, not too much on the line for the Chargers this week, but you would like to see some nice adjustments made on offense to help their chances into the postseason. Joey Bosa is still out there at pass rusher. He's in the face of Baker again, but Baker's just going to get that ball away again to his big tight end, number 89, Tyler Higbee, who again had something. He was close to double-digit receptions last week, right? Pretty crazy stuff. Good protection, yeah, I would say that too. The Rams, I won't say that they've been known for good protection this year. I would say actually maybe the opposite. They've been looking pretty good so far to start this game. Big return by the Rams, by the way. They're showing on that replay. The Rams take the lead over Minnesota via a special teams touchdown. 1st and 10 for the Chargers defense. Rams looking to run it again with Cam Akers. Of course, that's going to be their best option to score this week. It's going to be a pitch to the outside. Akers finds the angle, and Akers, one man to beat is Alohi Gilman, beats him and still gets tackled from behind. Kenneth Murray able to short that one up from a touchdown, but that's a big carry by Cam Akers. 42 yards. Unfortunately for Director, we are facing up against Cam Akers in our Super Bowl. We can't. Chargers, do not let me down here. Do not let me down here. Let's get a fumble or something on that Cam Akers. That was a big run on the outside. 42 yards for Cam Akers, putting them firmly in Chargers territory. Richie Lloyd with the $10 holla. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Director, a little hungover. That was Packers, not the Rams. Excuse me. The Packers, not the Rams. Thank you so much, Richie Lloyd, for the $10 holla, man. I appreciate that. Here comes 1st and 10. And it's going to be a play action underneath to the tight end, and a beautiful tackle by Nasir Adderley. Keeps them short of the line of scrimmage. It should be a -1 on that reception. Nice play. Man, I got to check my fantasy league all of a sudden. We look to be running away with it, and then all of a sudden Cam Akers busts off a 6-point play. We're looking all right, though. We're looking all right. Got to keep the momentum, though. Here comes 2nd and 10. Yeah, big day today. Big day for the guys. You guys root out for me, okay? I got Justin Jefferson, Mike Williams, Eckler, Najee Harris. Of course, the Chargers defense. We'll see what happens in this one. 2nd and 10. Here comes Baker Mayfield. Fires to the outside, and he's going to get tackled well short of the first down. Be 3rd and medium. 3rd and medium coming up. Feel like it's our Chargers Super Bowl run now. Yeah, I mean, the Chargers have really turned the corner lately, have they not? It's really been something to watch. You know, it's one thing to make it into the postseason. The teams that stand out are the teams that are playing at their best in making it into the postseason. The Chargers certainly fit that category, in my opinion. Here comes 3rd and 3. Can the Chargers bend but not break? Bend but not break. Here comes the 3rd and 3 play. It's a fake. It's a handoff to number 19, who's got a lot of space up the middle, and he'll pick up the first down. Rams got the ball inside the 10. Whether it's a handoff to the wide receiver, running back, maybe even the quarterback, Rams are going to pick up yards on the ground. Here comes Eric Black with the $5 houses, bringing all us Bull fans together from across the country. This is the Bull Fam. Shout out from West Virginia. I am pumped up. Hey, Eric, thank you so much, dude. That's the biggest thing I loved about this channel, man. Bringing all the Chargers fam together from all over the country and the world. Finding a home somewhere to share their passion for the Bolts. And this is me included, man. Finding the camaraderie I've had in this channel has been absolutely spectacular. Thank you so much there, Eric. Here comes first and goal. It's a carry. It's Cam Akers. Akers carries it inside the 5. Don't give him a touchdown, man. Come on, Chargers. Let's find a way to slow down this Akers, who had a huge day last week. Can't let him into the end zone. Second and goal coming up. Second and goal coming up. Yeah, this is certainly a game in terms of coaching, too, to keep an eye on. The Chargers and Brandon Staley as the prodigy of Sean Payton, who's on the opposite sideline this week. It'll certainly be one to watch. Chargers did play this team in the preseason, but this is where things are starting to count. Second and goal. Tyler Higbee being highlighted on this play for whatever reason. Let's hope that's not for something. Here comes Cam Akers on the outside trying to grab the angle. Trips over his own guy on the ground, and it's going to be a tackle for loss. Chargers, third and goal coming up on defense. Excuse me, not Sean Payton. You know what we're going to do, guys? Give me 1 second here. Sean McVay. Give me 1 second here. We're bringing in the big guns. Director was up late like everyone else. All right, let's all calm down. Only Chinese Chargers fan, welcome as a producer, my dude. Thank you so much, my man. Give some love to Chinese Chargers fan in there, man. Here comes Baker Mayfield. He's going to fire it to the sideline, and well defended by Michael Davis. It's going to force a fourth and goal. Beautiful play, man. Mikey, dudes, let's put some 43s in the chat. What a big play by the Chargers DB, who's found new life in 2022, now 2023. Beautiful. Cheers to you, number 43, man. 43's in the chat. Let's wake Director up. Only Chinese Chargers fan. Again, thank you so much, man. That's huge. Thank you so much, dude. Here comes the chip shot by the Rams. It's good. The Rams will take an early lead here, 3-0, with still a minute left in the first quarter. Let's go out there and get an H-bomb. Yeah, love seeing that love for 43 in the chat, man. What a turnaround story it was for him, right? We'll eat crow as often as we need to on this channel because Michael Davis was one of those cut candidates for me early in the season. Just felt like he was maybe not going to be a nice scheme fit going forward. And you know what? He figured it out. I would say Michael Davis, I don't know. I'm not completely familiar with his background, but I feel like he's more of a zone cornerback, right? Throwing him into a press man system felt like it was going to be a challenge. Kind of felt that way last season. Of course, Chargers did play plenty of zone last season. For whatever reason, it felt like he wasn't a fit. This year, he's completely turned it around. Maybe him and Asante Samuel Jr. contending for the top cornerback position on the team. He's been awesome, man. Big turnaround for 43. Big turnaround for 43. You love to see it. He's adjusted. Now he's playing better. Yeah, definitely. And again, it's not so much that the scheme is changing towards his strengths. It's that he's adjusted. He's made the necessary effort to find a fit for himself on this team. He's been playing lights out. Hugely, hugely proud of number 43, man. Palm Tree says Vata deserves at least an 80 rating in Madden 24. Absolutely. I'm hoping, dude. Because I don't have any pull with EA. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, I don't have any, whatever. But I did go several times to their studio and stuff like that. I knew a lot of the guys that worked on Madden. I think quite a few of them are still there. We're gonna keep pumping out our messages. I don't know if you guys see every now and then. I'll go on the Madden Twitter and stuff like that. And I have prepared a copy and paste statement for Justin Herbert in Madden. He's a great player in Madden statistically, but they made his throwing motion so horrible that nobody uses him. Like, literally nobody touches him because he got the worst one in the game. We're throwing messages out there. We're going to have to start rallying for Vato as well in Madden 24. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds here. Give me 2 seconds here. Now, I've seen something interesting in the chat. Eric says, the $2 Holly says, Vato almost playing better than he did in 2020. That's actually, I would say he's probably playing better this season, which is nuts, right? That's a huge accomplishment right there. I saw something interesting in the chat, too, saying that J.C. Jackson has no chance at finding some success in the Chargers defense. Again, maybe that's the case. Maybe he comes back and the injury is lingering and we don't know what's happening and maybe he just doesn't fit, whatever. But I think more than likely the scheme has been changing to what is more familiar to him in New England. A lot of press man. That's what he's been really good at. But what the Chargers have an option for with JC as well is that he thrived early in his career as a slot corner, right? That's where he really was at his peak in playing slot. The Chargers with Bryce Callahan, who I'm going to guess was a one-year rental, right? Definitely was a huge signing for the Chargers given JC's injury. Could roll out with Mike on the outside, Asante on the outside, and JC on the inside, and probably find tremendous success if they continue this press man scheme. But that's just me. We're going to hope. We're going to hope. Here comes 1st and 10. Justin Herbert on the play action, steps back, fires over the middle. He's going to find Mike Williams. And Mike Williams, come on, man, past the 20. Can we call that an H-bomb? That's 26 yards and a big pass by Justin Herbert. Let's go, baby. Let's see them H-bombs in the chat. Beautiful blocking by the offensive line. Beautiful pass or route ran by Mike Williams, getting himself open between those zones. And that's a big 26-yard reception for the big wide receiver, Mike Williams. That's big, baby. That's big. You love to see it. Here comes the next play. It's a handoff to Josh Kelly, and Kelly finds a nice hole, makes it a 13-yard gain on that run. Josh Kelly, I could expect the backup running backs to get plenty of snaps this week, keeping Austin Eckler healthy. That should be the last play of the first quarter. Beautiful plays back-to-back. 81s in the chat for Mike Williams. 25s in the chat for JK. Let's put 10s in the chat for Justin Herbert, too. Beautiful pass over the middle. Absolutely put a lot on that ball. Mike Williams, one of those big receivers that can handle it. That's amazing, man. Beautiful plays. Beautiful plays. Absolutely fantastic. Our first H-bomb drop of the stream. Finally, Joe using the press man to set up the run. Only took 15 games to figure it out. You know what's kind of crazy? Again, this is a consequence-free game for the most part. Joe can do whatever he wants, hope to find success. If we lose, if we learn something and we lose, it's more important that we learned something, right? That's the kind of game that this is. We really hope to win it, obviously. But finding some success in plays like that, that's certainly something that spells a bit of an improvement for the Chargers offense running forward. Aaron Adams says Roundtree. Is Roundtree even still on the roster? I would assume so, right? I think he is. I know that Sony Michel, if you guys missed it, bringing back Joey Bosa from IR, they had to make some room. You know who they cut? They cut Sony Michel. Sony Michel no longer a Los Angeles Charger. That's kind of crazy. Miguel Williams. Time to check that fantasy one more time. We do have Mike Williams out there. And Mike Williams just pulled in a nice 3 points for the director on that catch. Oh, come on, man. It's going to be an underwhelming Super Bowl as both of our teams are poo-pooing the bed. Who does he have? He had to roll out with Kirk Cousins. That's not good news because I have Justin Jefferson as my wide receiver one. He rolled out with Cam Akers, of course. Probably going to be his best performer of the day outside of A.J. Brown, who went crazy. Outside of that, he had Kelsey, who had a bad day. Patterson, San Fran, St. Brown, Kamara. Rough day for our competitor, but rough day for us as well so far. I've only put up 51 points. We still have Najee and Dobbins tonight. Najee and Dobbins tonight. Again, if you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, I'm in my big league, 11-year going league, and we're in the Super Bowl. What's funny is that me and one other guy, his name's McKay, lifelong friend since childhood, sadly turned out to be a Raiders fan. We both have 3 wins in this league. If I win this week, that puts me at 4, and that's a big statement in these parts. That's all I'm going to say. Give Herb his first double-digit season. His first double-digit season, huh? Tim Dobbins? No. J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins. J.C. hasn't been dropped? No. Cut Michelle and elevated Roundtree. Oh, that's right. Okay, so Roundtree is back. Should be back now. I think he was on the practice squad for a while there. Okay, thank you so much for the clarification. Sony Michelle, first-round pickup and now a free agent. Yep. I think Sony averaged somewhere around like 2.5 to like 2.9 yards per carry. As Austin Eckler is certainly going to get more than that on this carry. Eckler picking up about 8 yards on that carry. He's going to be 2nd and 2 at the Rams' 29-yard line. Keep them coming, Eckler. I know. Okay, so selfishly, I want the fantasy points. We want the win. But I know there's a lot of championship teams out there that made it this far on the back of number 30, who's been robbed of the Pro Bowl how many years now? Let's get this man into the end zone. 2nd and 2. Eckler still back there. Justin Herbert fires to the sideline. It's Mike Williams who turns, finds some space, and Mike is going to get down inside the 10. Another big play by Mike Williams. Dude, let's go, man. He's on fire today. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. Let's pound it in with Austin Eckler. Mike Williams, man, back to, or I should say, 2 of the last 3 plays, big plays. The big number 81, Mike Will. Let's get an Eckler touchdown to wrap up this drive, baby. Let's go. Justin Herbert, 4 for 5, 52 yards to start this game. Austin Eckler lined up to his left. Mike Williams on the outside. Let's get one of these boys to touchdown. Here comes the carry by Austin Eckler. Nice space up the middle. Can Eckler take it in? Yes, he can! That's a Chargers touchdown! Austin Eckler, the touchdown machine, does it again! How many is that this season, Bull fam? Let's go! That puts the Rector in a nice little FD lead on the fantasy front as well, baby. That's big hype right there. That is big hype right there. Thank you, Eck. Thank you. We might be winning our 4th fantasy championship on the back of number 30, dude. That's huge. That's big. Big touchdowns. And the Chargers take the lead. Victor Monroy coming in here with the $5 says, can't watch the game. My wife's been having a rough week, so I told her to take the day off while I take care of things. Thanks for the play-by-play. Hey, Victor, welcome to the chat, man. Thank you so much for the support, and we are absolutely obliged or honored to oblige the both fam in the play-by-play, man. This is as much fun for me as it is you guys, I'm sure. Thank you guys so much. Here comes Eric with the 5. Staley is growing as a head coach. I'm a big fan of this man press defense. We need to get more than 30 points in a game to keep up with Buffalo, KC, and Cincinnati. The defense, I have all the faith in the world. The defense has been playing lights out. The offense, I think as good as the defense has been playing, the offense needs to get in that 30 territory, do that tonight. I would say if they can put up 27 in this game, I'm feeling a little bit better. Figure out the offense. Love what I'm seeing on the ground lately from the offense as well. Pounded it in with the running backs. That's a big win right there. Here comes Danny Fan. The tradition lives on. TD for 30 on the $7 holla. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much for the $7 holla. And it's time to get back on defense. This is one of those things, guys, that I was so excited to start the season off. You get on offense, things are exciting. Defense, you could say, is almost equally as exciting. Now that we got Bosa and Mack on the same side or on the field at the same time, all of a sudden you got Derwin James hopefully coming back next week. The DBs have been playing lights out. Let's go out there and get a sack, man. I got an itchy trigger finger for the sack button, for the interception button, the fumble button. We got some fun ones in here, man. Let's go. I would love to see a fumble for the Chargers this game, man. Let's roll that animation out. I got to get my butt back in the animation room, man. Let's get some more in the live streams to pair up with this bad boy right here. I got to figure out where I'm going to put this thing too. I want to say like to my left right here, but I'm not left-handed. I think we could still do it. I think we can still pull that off. Yeah, it'll be fun. I'm excited. Again, thank you to my brother. That's a very thoughtful gift right there. I'm super excited to put that thing to the test. That's going to be fun. Can we get a Herbert touchdown, please? Please and thank you. About to looking good out there. It's been an awesome season. I would say to close out, because again, this is one of the most important things, and I may actually put a video out this week in regards to this. The Chargers making the postseason is huge, right? The first time since 2018. Chargers fans are super excited. Nothing can happen in the next 2 weeks to push us out. That's awesome, right? But it's the level that you're playing at this point of the season. We see a lot of teams get up to this point. Let's got double-digit wins. They've been dominating all season. And then they got something that happens schematically, health-wise, whatever, that slows down their momentum just before the playoffs. That really hurts you when getting into the final year of the tournament, right? The Chargers are the opposite. We started off strong, then we fell off a cliff with our health, and then slowly been coming back up in terms of returning players. And then all of a sudden, the defense is playing lights out. We're putting ourselves in a really nice position to not just make it into the postseason, but put up a really good fight. That's what these games are about. fine-tuning and figuring things out in terms of our offense. Aaron Adams with $2 houses. Kirk Cousins threw a pick six, by the way. Yo! Appreciate the update. Let's go check out the fantasy real quick. And Kirk Cousins starting off the day with minus 0.68. You love to see it. No targets for Justin Jefferson so far, though, man. We got to get that man some points. Here comes Austin Myers. Wow, we got a whole bunch of them at the same time as the Rams are taking the field for the offense again here in just a second. Austin Myers says, do you think Joe stays OC next year? I would say it's like a 50-50 chance. I would really hope not. I think that you could do a lot more with Justin Herbert, but I would say we'll say 51-49, 51 that he isn't. That's kind of where I'm at. Here comes 1st and 10. It's a carry. Akers up the middle. Picks up 3 yards on that carry. Says, your dad's Wefu? He says, $5 houses, hooking it up with the play-by-play when I'm working my shift at the fire department coming out of Tucson, Arizona. Bolt gang, don't bang. Hey, your dad, stay safe out there, man. Thank you so much, dude. To all the service workers out there, you guys are the real heroes out here, man. Thank you so much, and enjoy the play-by-play. I'm honored. I'm so glad that we were able to catch the live stream this week with so many people out of the office, right? Trying to find the game while out on the go. I appreciate so much the $5 holiday, my man. Here comes Carlos with the 4 months. He's both up, baby. Thank you so much, Carlos. And then Steve Simmons says, Happy New Year, director, and the Bull fam. Happy New Year to you and your fam there too, Steve. Here comes 2nd and 7. It's going to be a play action by Baker Mayfield, who tries to escape the pocket on the right side. He's looking for a guy on the outside there as well, and he's going to motion him over for a huge catch. It's Jefferson, who picks up a huge reception for 39 yards on the boot for Mayfield, and the Rams put themselves in a nice position in Chargers territory. That's Van Jefferson with a huge reception for 39 yards. Alohi Gilman just could not keep up, and Baker Mayfield makes a huge play on the run. Yo, that was huge. That was huge. That was a big play. The chat wants 2 holds on that play. To go back and see if they show a replay there, but that was a big play by Van Jefferson. Play clock down at 2. 1. In motion. 15. It's a handoff to Akers. Akers picks up about 6 yards, and the Chargers once again in the bend not break mentality down here just outside the 30-yard line. Eric Black, the $5 houses. Did you see Jalen Smith hit Nick Foles but stop himself from sacking him? Can you watch the play and tell us what you think? Yikes. By the way, the Packers defense is going crazy right now. Holy crap. Packers back into the end zone via their defense this time, and they're up against the Minnesota Vikings. I did not see that play. I'll look for it. If you want to tag me, Eric, if you see it on Twitter, tag me, and I'll see if I can grab a look at it during halftime. Here comes 2nd and 4. It's a carry. A nice tackle behind the line. That's going to be Drew Tranquil. 49's in the sack, or 49's in the chat. And now we're looking at a 3rd and 6. Come on, director. You can do it. Grab the energy that you need. I know last night was a party. It was a fun time. But now here we are with how many people in the chat. Hey, how many people we got in here today, man? How many people watching the Battle for LA? We got like 1,100 people in here, man. Hit that like button while the director fuels up. Here comes 3rd and 6. Joey Bosa back out there. Let's see what Bosa and McAttack can do. I want to see a fumble. Come on, baby. Here comes the offensive line crumbles behind the Chargers pass rush, and it is thrown well into the sideline for a big 4th down, man. Nice stop. Dude, the Chargers pass rush obliterated that offensive line. Joey Bosa zings right past number 79. Morgan Fox almost cleaned him up. Van Noy was out there. Everybody got through. Nice play by the Chargers defensive line for destroying whatever potential was behind that play. And we're waiting to see what the officials are talking about for some reason. Are they looking for intentional grounding, perhaps? That would be a big penalty at this point of the field, man. It could push him out of field goal range. I think the refs are trying to determine if this is intentional grounding. Of course, we saw a horrible no call on the intentional grounding last week. And everybody's at the line of scrimmage discussing. All the refs are out there trying to figure out if this is going to be a big penalty. And here it comes, the yellow flag. I got to get mine out here, man. Yeah! Intentional grounding on the Rams. And that's going to push them back 15 yards on that 4th down. And that's going to be a much tougher field goal from here, baby. Let's go! Big ups to that defensive line, man. Holy cow. Baker Mayfield out there. They're saying no field goal attempt. They're going to punt the ball from this point of the field. Beautiful, beautiful play by the defensive line. Forcing the Rams out of field goal range with the penalty. And here comes the punt inside the 10, it looks like. The Chargers will start around the 10-yard line. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Over 1,200 views and under 200 likes. Come on, Bolt fan, let's bolt up. Mitch says let's bolt up in the chat, baby. Let's go. Chargers going to start at the 10. Would love to see another touchdown drive here, man. Things are looking good. Things are looking good. Last week, guys, if you missed it in terms of the fantasy, the big fantasy, I thought I was out. We started that game like 40 points behind with only the Chargers defense and Eckler left to play. And they came back and they did it. Eckler for 21 points and the defense for 20, adding up to 41 points. And now here we are in the Super Bowl versus one of the best teams. I think the second-place team in our league this season. And here we are again with the Los Angeles Chargers. Mike Williams, Eckler, and the LA defense are all that stand between me and our 4th season winning the Super Bowl. Not consecutively, but in a 12-year span, that's pretty dang good. That's pretty dang good. We need a Herbert touchdown, please, please, please. Jackson Rose says, I hate you. I do not hate you, my friend. The chat does move pretty quick sometimes, though, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of people. I sometimes have people, like, in my real life that they'll text me like, yo, why didn't you say, I was in your chat, why didn't you say nothing? I'm like, dude, the chat moves like 30 miles an hour sometimes, especially when something big happens. Huge, 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 huge. Big love to everybody in the chat here, man. We'll get a couple more shout outs here while we're waiting. Nathaniel Essex, Jose Diaz, Saul Man 4, Fernando Chavez, of course, Jackson Rose, Aaron Adams, Mouse Scott, Joe Ramos, Melanie Piotto, Austin Shea, Shakiri Shock, Danny Fan, Aaron Adams, Chonk, Prince, we got Code, we got Burrell Bikes, of course, Cole, Ian Johannes, we got Roberto Galvin, John Gill, Barry Sinclair, and then Randall Rasnick with the 20 months says, fam, smash the like for our boy, aka the director. Stay frosty, my friend, stay frosty. Shout out to everybody's in the chat, man. We love you. Director loves all the Bolt fam in the chat, baby. Let's go. It's time for that H-bomb. Let's get it, Bolt fam. Chargers going to be starting this drive around the 10-yard line. Would love to see another touchdown. Love to see another touchdown. Let's go get it. Glenn Ogden says hello from Australia. Good day. Carlos Rodriguez, $2 holler says hit that like button. Bubble up, baby. Hey, thank you so much for the $2 holler there, man. Bolt up. Hit that like button, baby. Here comes JK with the carry on the first play on this possession. It's going to be a carry of about 3 yards. Second and long coming up. Second and long coming up. Maudie Nix from Minnesota. Man, Chargers fans in that cold weather. I always often wonder, the Chargers fans I see from those colder parts of the world, if they started in San Diego or in Los Angeles, and how things have shifted since then. Of course, you guys know I'm from a cold weather state too. I always get that one look. Nowadays, it's like, I don't know if they watch the channel or if they're just like, Chargers fan. What? It's definitely an issue. Here comes the Eric Black $2 has tagged you on the Smith Foltz video on Twitter. Hey, much appreciated, man. I'll take a look at that at halftime. Maybe I'll take a look at it here while we're waiting. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Chargers, by the way. Here comes Justin Herbert. Passes over the middle. It's Keenan Allen. Oh, Justin Herbert threaded the needle, and Keenan Allen picks up the first down. 3rd and Keenan. Wow, what a play, dudes. I did not think Keenan Allen was open on that play. Taking a look at the replay, just threads it right in between 33 and 45. Is that Bobby Wagner? It is. Unbelievable first down. 13's in the chat. Envy Talent says Happy New Year to you and the director fam. Didn't expect to see this much Bosa, but I love it. Let's go, Bolts. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much, Envy. What a play, dude. What a play by Keenan Allen, Justin Herbert. 1st and 10. Mike Williams in motion to the slot at the top of the screen, and it's going to be a play to him. It's a wide receiver screen, and Williams, using that 6'4" frame, falls forward for an additional 1.5 yards. It's a 2nd and 5. Dustin Myers with the $10 as director. I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but the Chargers' 23 cap space is in the red this year by $9.5 million. Your thoughts on how they get out of the situation? There's a couple of contracts that they can get out of course, but for the most part, I think you're going to be moving money around. They didn't really touch much in the terms of Joey Bosa's contract. I know they did touch Khalil Mack's contract a little bit. That's what we'll be looking at. Certainly J.C. Jackson, I would have to assume as well. Thank you so much, Austin. Here it comes. Speaking of Austin, here comes a carry by Austin Eckler, and Eckler's off to the races. Eckler at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, the
Director,
5. That's a Charger! Touchdown! Austin Eckler!
Your thoughts on how they get out of the situation?
72 yards! Holy cow! Austin Eckler is bringing director home for his 4th fantasy football championship. 22 points for number 30, the MVP of the team. Yo! Oh my God, Danny Fan with the $7, another 7 for 30. Let's get it. What just happened? What a carry by Austin Eckler. Oh my God, he turned on the Jets. Let's go! Woo! That's a huge play for Eck, baby. Oh my God. How we doing on the underdog today too, man? Eckler is well smashed the over. Mike Williams is 6 yards away. Justin Herbert is about 200 yards away. I think he can still do it. And then Baker needs to throw an interception. This is nuts, dudes. Wow. 30's in the chat for our big guy, Austin Eckler. Am I right? Dude, this man's winning people fantasy championships today. What an MVP. Andrew Breen with the $5 is here live, baby. Bolt up, Andrew. Have so much fun out there, man. Casey Gardner with the $5 is, do you frequent the Chargers subreddit? I post a how I hope the game goes gif there every day. Every now and then I go visit the subreddit for sure, man. We'll have to take a look at that. Thank you so much, Casey. Wow. Big run for Austin Eckler. And the Chargers take the lead 14-3 with 8 minutes left in the first half. Byronic $2 is Bolt Fam. Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. I hope that stadium is packed with Rams fans this week, dudes. Let's go. Obi Chris Kenobi with the $7 as was born and raised near San Diego but moved to India a few years ago. Been a Bolts fan for years. Let's go, Obi. Let's go. Wow, dudes. Turn it up, Austin. We got it. I mean, we got to get like some sort of like electric guitar animation just for Austin Eckler. Am I right? That's unbelievable. How is this man not made the Pro Bowl? Get out of town, NFL. Unbelievably robbed year after year. This guy's incredible, man. Does anybody have the stat on his touchdown total for this season? It's got to be in the high teens, right? How many touchdowns for Austin Eckler in 2022? Actually, I'm going to go to StatMuse real quick. Real quick. Austin Eckler touchdowns 2022. 16 total touchdowns this season, now at 18. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Right, so the new total is 18. Are you kidding me, Austin Eckler? The man's a magician. The man's a wizard. He's insane. Bro, Bike to the Houses, do you have an Eck bomb graphic? We'll have to come up with something fun, man. I want to get at least 2, maybe 3 more animations done while we're in the regular season, and one of them's got to be an Austin Eckler like electric guitar. The man's insane. Himothy. And he's not done yet. No, dude. This man has absolutely carried fantasy football players the last 2 years, and here he comes again. What was he? Over 20 total touchdowns last year? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Will Eckler surpass LT? It's hard. No, I don't think anyone's really surpassing LT. But, I mean, Eckler's got to be the best running back we've had since LT, bar none, right? Unbelievable. He says, let me see them touchdowns from New Zealand. The 3 videos says, let me see them 30s. Let's go. Karen coming in with the $30 holla. Karen, guys, I got to tell you right now, Karen is a huge Austin Eckler fan. And when Eck does something big in here, she drops the 30 in the chat without even blinking. Karen, thank you so much. $30 holla via our guy Austin Eckler. She says, Eckler, love that guy. Go Bolts. Let's hear it again.
Eckler, love that guy. Go Bolts.
Let's go, guys. Big love and shout out to Karen in the chat. Huge supporter on the stream. Thank you so much, Karen. As the Rams are going to pick up a first down via Van Jefferson. They'll be around the 40-yard line. Thank you so much, Karen. That's absolutely incredible. The hype lives on, and Austin Eckler builds to his legacy. Unbelievable. Thank you so much, Karen. Joshua coming in with the $5 houses. I'm here at the game right now. Stadium exploded during the Eckler touchdown. Bolt up, baby. Oh, my God. Love seeing the LA community get behind the Chargers, even after a Rams Super Bowl victory last season. Thank you so much again, Karen. Joshua, you appreciate it so much for the support in the chat today, guys. Thank you so much. 1st and 10. It looks like a false start, maybe even an encroachment. We'll have to wait and see. False start on the Rams. It's going to be a 1st and 15 coming up. Wow, Austin Reckler. I love that. Austin Reckler. The Karen we do like. Yes, absolutely. The Hall of Fame Karen in the chat, man. That's amazing. Ryan Matthews, Melvin Gordon were good, but not the answer to LT retired. No, we were all hoping that Ryan Matthews would be that next big name, and he was really good, just couldn't stay healthy. Same thing with Gordon. I think Gordon was good. Not great, but he was good with the Chargers. And Eckler, man, he's just taking it to a whole new level. Unbelievable. Here comes a carry on a draw to Cam Akers, who just continues spinning around like an angry tornado and picks up about, 10 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 6 coming up. Eric Black with a $5 has a shout out to Melvin Gordon for turning down 2-year, $20 million offer from the Bolts a few years back and give Eck the chance to be that dog on the offense. Hey, big shout out to my guy Melvin Gordon, dudes. With one door closes, an Eckler door opens. And that boy, dude, what an important door that was for the Chargers. Give that man a contract extension. I know Eckler's on contract with the Chargers for at least a few more seasons. But wow! How far is Eck from 1,000? I'll have to take a look at that. I would be very interested to look up more of Eckler's stats here after the show. Here comes another carry up the middle for Akers, who's going to fight for an extra couple yards. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up. 3rd and short coming up for the Rams. Beautiful. 200-ish. Let's go back to StatMuse for a second. Austin Eckler. Stats. Now, they're not going to count this game so far, so he started this game with 759 rushing yards, 647 receiving yards, man. I mean, after this game, he's going to need just a handful more for 1,000 rushing. He'll probably not hit the receiving, but still very impressive season so far. Here comes a timeout by the Rams, by the way, on 3rd and 2. Let's get a stop here, defense. Absolutely, Melanie. Let's get a stop. Let's get a stop. You guys want to see something awesome my wife got me for Christmas? Hang on. It's going to seem scandalous for a second. I promise you it's not. Check that out, baby. Check that out, baby. It's probably the sickest hoodie that I've ever gotten, man. This is like nice and stitched and everything, like one of them expensive jerseys. That's a dub right there. That's definitely my favorite hoodie I've ever owned. That's a big dub right there. We are sporting the Chargers from top to bottom every week, man. Hang on. Again, it's going to seem scandalous. It's not. You guys see that? Maybe? These are my Charger sweatpants today. 3rd and 2 coming up. Here comes the pass to the outside. Big hit taken by number 12 via Nasir Adderley, but he's going to haul that one in for a huge first down. Rams got the ball in midfield. Big play right there, man. Big play. Remember this comment? We're getting the win to start 2023. I'll always remember these Charger Chris comments, man. Every once in a while, somebody will recognize me at the gym, and I don't think I make it very hard for them either. Like, literally everywhere I go, I got the Chargers shirt, the Chargers shorts, the Chargers hat, Chargers keychain, Chargers sometimes sneakers and socks. It's like, well, it's not just a guy that looks like the director, because either that, he's very committed. First carry on that is going to be good for about 7 yards for Cam Akers. Just inside the 50. It'll be second and short coming up. Go, Chargers, go! I see you, J-Lock. Making Mayfield look way better than he is. Sometimes, yeah. Where are my Chargers socks? Those are in the wash. Here comes second and 3. Ooh, Baker throwing under pressure. It's going to be incomplete, though. It'll be third and short coming up. Wow. That was huge. Matter of fact, I think I fell behind here just a second. Let me refresh here real quick. I think I fell pretty far behind all of a sudden. Give me 1 second. We're going to refresh. There we go. No, it's still showing the 3rd and 3. 33. Malcolm Brown is in at running back, and he's going to have a wide open lane in front of him. That's a touchdown, Rams. Yo, yeah. Chat saying that was too easy. That was too easy. Rams are going to close that lead to 4. Wow, big run. At least it wasn't Cam Akers, who's my opponent has right there. At least it wasn't Cam Akers. Trevor Walker with the $5. Hey, bro, what do you think about Luka Magic? Dynamite here in Dallas. Thank you so much, man. Not familiar. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that defense opened up like the Red Sea. Now comes running Brown to lead his people out of Egypt. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. New score 10-14. 10-14. Thank you so much, Trevor. You guys want to know something else too? And this is something that definitely is unfortunate for my opponent. But early in the season, right? During the draft, this guy that I'm playing right now is a diehard Saints fan. So much so that his team name is Lights Kamara Action. So I went into that draft. It's a keeper league, 2 keepers. I went into that draft and I said, I got to get Kamara no matter what. Because this guy at the top of the season had Austin Eckler. And I was like, I don't care what it costs. I know he's going to want Kamara, so I'm going to pick him up. After that, I don't care what it costs. I'm going to go get Austin Eckler. And this was very early in the season. Probably like week 2, maybe week 1 even. So we make this trade. I sent him Alvin Kamara, DK Metcalf, and I think one more player for his Austin Eckler, and I think a couple of guys I ended up cutting. Completely worth it. You fast forward all the way now to the Super Bowl, where we both made it, by the way. Austin Eckler has dropped so far 22 points in the first half on this guy. Don't bet against Eck ever again. Wowzers, man. Wowzers. He's putting up a big fight today. Big fight. All right, let's catch up with the chat here for a second here. Yeah, I'd see more Bosa on defense. Absolutely agreed. Rams not getting called for holding calls. I'm at the point where it's like refs are going to do what refs do. Not much we can do about it. Unless it's a game like the Chiefs game earlier this year or the Cowboys game last year. It's just kind of like, it is what it is, I guess. Whatever. I guess these are just to shove up Chargers fans' butts, and that's it. Shocked the Raiders are up 17-14 on the Niners. No way! Are you serious? He started the Niners defense as 1 point. Big, yeah. Of course, I started the Chargers defense too, though. Let's get a pick 6, Chargers. Let's get a pick 6. We're looking really good, though. I'm mostly shocked to see Justin Jefferson having not put up a single point so far. That's unbelievable. In a game that they're trailing, what, 3-17? You got to get that man. Does anybody know if Justin Jefferson's healthy? Is he out there? Because I can't believe that he hasn't gotten a reception yet. Hugo says, Matt, for joining so late. What's up there? No, Hugo, no matter. Well, whatever, dude. It was New Year's yesterday, man. It was New Year's yesterday. That's absolutely okay, man. You go out there, you party your face off, dudes. It's all good, man. It's all good. Plus, Chargers still leading 14-10. Not out of it yet. Not out of it yet. Rams might be the first team to stick with the run game against us. Possibly. Here comes the kickoff. Chargers, will they return? And it's going to be a touchback. Chargers will start at the 25. Give me a second here, guys. All right. Josh Kelly's going to get the first carry of this drive. Nice carry, 7 yards. And the Chargers will have the ball around the 32-yard line. Not bad, not bad. Not bad. Packers defense is locked down today. I saw another highlight while we were waiting. Speaking of which, I got to go look at that tweet real quick. I keep switching away from it. It says Jalen hit... What? Wait. Jalen Smith serious. I'm watching the replay. I don't see anything so far. Herbert, by the way, is going to hit on the run. Gerald Everett. It's going to be a flag on the play, but it should be a first down. I'm watching this play real quick. Jalen Smith. He led with his head, hit the chin of Nick Foles. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Roughing the passer, targeting, all that kind of stuff. Certainly something they're trying to weed out. Holding versus the holding versus the Rams, right? Because it's a first down. Yeah, 1st and 10 coming up for the Chargers. It was a holding penalty. Holding penalty. Whereas I would like to see Spiller get some more carries this game. I can agree with you on that. Here comes the carry by Joshua Kelly. Kelly's going to get wrapped up at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 9 coming up. 2nd and 9. What's my first name? Esteban. Nah, it's just director. You can call me director, your friendly neighborhood director. Spiller's not active for this game. What? Why not activate Spiller when you got a chance to use him consequence-free? 2nd and 10. Herbert. Lots of pressure in his face. Does get the ball off. It's Keenan Allen with a spectacular grab behind his body. Looks like he picked up the first. They're not going to give it to him. 3rd and 1, but what a catch. What a catch. Beautiful. Holy cow. Keenan Allen leads that ball with one hand. It's about a foot behind him. Snugly puts it in his grip and almost comes up with the first down. You could argue it was a first, but they're not going to give it to him. 3rd and 1 coming up. Wow. I'm going to legally change it to director. Absolutely. Absolutely. First name the, last name director. I like that. All right, looks like we've got a timeout by the Chargers. 2.5 minutes left in the second quarter. Chargers got the ball at the 48-yard line. It'll be a 3rd and 1 here in just a moment. Let Herbert sling that thing. Yep. Top Up says, show us the game. I'm putting my foot down and saying that we need to see the game live on television. I would get shut down so quick, bro. We are here to commentate. Have a good time with the Bolt fam. And do our very best to root on the Chargers and bring that hype and energy. Maybe one day, right? Maybe one day I'll become one of those bigwigs that can afford a license to show NFL broadcasts. By that point, I'll need to be like a Elon Musk level. Maybe we'll get there one day. We'll cross our fingers. 2-minute warning. Oh, 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning. 2-minute warning is what you're saying. Okay, thank you so much, Miguel. Thank you so much. We got the ball second half, too. Yeah, important note. Chargers do have ball second half, so maybe chewing a little bit of clock. Not a bad idea. Grabbing that field goal, going up 17-10. That's not the worst thing to happen. If you can go in with a touchdown here, though, man. Go up 2 possessions. More power to you. Let's go get it done. Let's go get it done. Yeah, Chargers receive the second half. Chargers receive the second half. Chargers receive the second half. So far, incredible game by the Chargers offensive weapons, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. Where are we at for Justin Herbert on the yards? Does he really only have 82 yards so far? Nah, right? Chargers just really running the ball this week. Let me go take a look at the underdog because we need. Okay, the underdog is insured, by the way. If you guys don't know underdog, you can insure your entries. So if I don't hit one of them, we still walk away with some money. But we need Justin Herbert to go over 276. I think he could do it. And we also got to get a pick on Baker Mayfield. But so far, so good. Still, so whole second half. Would love to walk away with 150 in the pocket. Carted out with $5 Haas says, wouldn't it be nice to see 10-6 record for the Chargers? Oh, double digits, dudes. It's time. Was that what you guys were referring to earlier in the chat? We want to see Justin Herbert in double digits. Has the Chargers not been double digit in Justin Herbert era? I guess not. Huh. It's time. He deserves it. Yo, I'm watching the Packers defense right now. They destroyed number 17 of the Minnesota Vikings. One of those Derwin James style body slams. Here comes the carry. Is that Eckler? I think it is. Eckler pounds his way forward for a first down. He flew in there like a missile. And the Chargers at the 50-yard line will continue this drive with 1:48 on the clock. Yeah, would love to see that. Double digits for Justin Herbert. Yeah, man, those Packers, settle down. NFC North on North crimes. Here comes 1st and 10. Herbert slings it to the sideline. What a catch by Mike Williams. We're running it, baby. Yo! Get out of town. What an incredible grab. Mike Williams goes up OBJ style, getting both feet down. What a catch. 81's in the chat. Booyah, baby. Here comes another play. It's Mike again, and the Chargers are in field goal range. Yo! What a play! Get out of town. Let's get that boy on the Madden cover. No. Let's keep him away from Madden. But still, unbelievable. Mike Williams is good for 2 or 3 huge plays a game. Unbelievable. Justin Herbert. He's got Ramsey in his face. The football's loose and Herbert gets it back, but it's going to be a huge tackle for loss. Oh, that was a nice DB blitz. We didn't lose it, but man, that was like, the play's under review, but that's like 30 yards backwards. Oh. Okay, we're taking a look at the replay. Herbert. He gets the play. The ball moves forward before it comes out, so it's actually not going to be like a 30-yard loss. It's not. It moves forward. So it's going to be like a second or a third and short. It'll be like a third and short, not a third and a bajillion. Yeah, we're all worried that it was a fumble. I don't think it's a fumble. The ball was moving forward. It was borderline, yes, but the ball only needs to move forward a little bit for it to be considered a forward pass. All right? I'm pretty sure that's not a fumble. Still, what a huge play to Mike Williams on the sideline, man. Unbelievable. Play is officially under review. It's under review. If I were a betting man, I would say that thing is not a fumble. It's going to be third and short. Yeah, the ball needs to only be moving forward a little bit for it to be considered a forward pass. Catch was crazy. Yep. Forward motion. Yeah. Forward motion. That's all you need. 3 out of 5 on underdog. Let's go. Still the whole half. Hey, Alex. Good luck. Shout out to you, Tina. Shout out to you. Let's get some minute. Yeah, I can't wait to get. I got some more animations I want to be running out here, man. Let's get it. It was moving forward, not a fumble. Yeah, that's what I would say too. Again, I'm not an official butthead officiator of the NFL. But that's what I would say. I feel like that's what I've seen up until this point. You can keep things consistent. Keep things consistent. We need to trade JC for Ramsey. I mean, I'm Team JC so long as he's in powder blue, right? But if you guys have known me the past 2-3 years, however long this channel's been alive, I'm a massive Jalen Ramsey fan, okay? The year that he was drafted, same year as Joey Bosa. I was excited for both of them. I think my heart was a little bit more with Jalen Ramsey. I was a huge fan of him in college and all that. Definitely, we got a huge dub with Joey Bosa. Absolutely one of my favorite players on this team in a long time. But if you guys have known me for the past couple of years, I've come out with how many videos with trade packages and scenarios of us maybe pairing up Derwin with Jalen Ramsey. I can't say no to that proposal. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Them FSU boys playing together, man, that would be sick. Now's the time says, Popper says New York says incomplete pass. Yeah, that's what I would suspect as well. I would say it's an incomplete pass. Aaron says, looks like a fumble. Again, I think all that needs to happen is for the ball to be moving forward before it comes out for it to be considered incomplete, right? But we'll wait and see. Daniel Popper says that it's incomplete. We'll have to wait and see what happens here in the live broadcast here in just a moment. If not, if it is indeed a fumble, it's like negative 20, 30 yards against it. It could push us out of field goal range completely, which would be a huge defensive play for the Rams. But they're going to say call overturned. And we are looking at a 3rd and short for the Chargers. You did the right thing, refs. You did the right thing. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bolts. Can the Chargers continue this drive? Try for a touchdown. Here comes Austin Eckler, who's going to pick up the first. And still fighting for some extra yards. He doesn't get it, but the forward progress is enough for the first down. Here come the Chargers. Nearing the red zone. 25-yard line. 22-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10. Eckler's been amazing. Absolutely amazing. Thanks, refs. No, it was going forward. Justin Herbert steps back, fires to the sideline. He's looking for Mike Williams again, but nobody's home. It'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. 27 seconds left in the first half. Chargers again with a 4-point lead. But Jalen Ramsey, taking a look at that replay. Nice effort to get that ball out of there. They are explaining the overturn on that call, and they are saying that with the movement of the ball going forward, that's enough for it to be considered a forward pass and incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 22-yard line. Justin Herbert fires to the sideline. He was looking for Keenan Allen, who wasn't looking. It'll be 3rd and 10. Keenan says that one's on me. He says that one's on me. That one's on me. Justin Herbert had him wide open. And Keenan Allen wasn't able to track that ball, which was thrown behind him. Miscommunication. Can the Chargers find a way to put this into the end zone? 23 seconds left. Still have both timeouts. You can go for the first down rather easily. Try to hit the sideline. Burn a timeout. Do what you got to do. From the 20-yard line, there's a lot of possibilities here. 23 seconds is still an eternity. Justin Herbert. He's got the ball, steps back. Pass rush is trying to get home. Herbert's going to sling it to the back of the end zone. Nobody home. It'll be 4th down. And the Chargers likely settle for 3 here. Chargers going to have to likely settle for 3 here. Here comes Cameron Dicker. Put the Chargers up 7 points. And remember, it's not a bad idea to take the points in this scenario because the Chargers do indeed get the ball back at half. Oh, on the replay, the receiver was bumped, which could have drawn a penalty if the ball was deemed catchable. Unfortunately, it was not deemed catchable, so good no call. But man, that was close. Here comes Cameron Dicker. Kick is up and good. Chargers up 17-0, and again, they do receive. Eckler has 24 points. That's going to leave us with 14 seconds left in the first half. The Chargers, again, will be receiving in the second half, up 17-10. It's a good position to be putting yourself in. Wow. I think the biggest shock of all that I'm having right now in fantasy football is the fact that Justin Jefferson still has 0 points in the first half. Lucky for me, my opponent is also playing Kirk Cousins, who has less than 2 points in the first half. Patrick Mahomes, I hate to say it, my quarterback this season in fantasy. You got to do what you got to do in fantasy, okay? He put up 26 for us this morning, so we're looking to be in a good spot. Man, Mike. Mike Williams, 10 points. Eckler, 22 points. Defense, only 5. But we ain't looking too bad so far. Here comes Danny Fan with the $3 hot 3 for 15. Appreciate it, man. Hugo says, how did you spend New Year this season? Yeah, we did it nice in a small little party here with the fam. My wife is an insane, party planning kind of person. So even though it was me and my brother and my son and her, obviously, just a few people, we had decorations and balloons and streamers and food and all that kind of stuff. It was a good time. And my brother had never seen Anchorman. So we sat and watched Anchorman. He laughed his face off. It was a good time, man. It was a good time. I know, chat, you don't like the Mahomes, but it's fantasy, okay? It's fantasy. You got to do what you got to do sometimes. Is that the only player I had from enemy territory? I also had their kicker. That's it, though. That's it. Okay? No worries on that front. That's it. I hope everybody out there had a fantastic, fantastic New Year's as well. How did you spend your New Year's, Hugo? Hope everybody had a good time. Adrenaline, I just saw your post. Absolutely agreed. No other team that gets you more excited, scared, sad, happy all at the same time in the new year. It's just a melting pot of emotion. Yeah, he'd never seen Anchorman. He was so excited, man. 1st and 10. Rams are just going to kneel it out, and we're going into the tunnel, baby. That's half. That's half. Chargers lead at halftime, 10-17. And the Bolts will be receiving in the second half. So far, so good. The battle in L.A. Peyton, or I should say, Sean McVay, not Peyton, Sean McVay versus Brandon Staley. Close battle, 1 possession. Chargers with the victory here would go up in their double digits as far as win. 10-6 would be fantastic. The Rams at 5-10, trying to hang on for pride at this point. It's not too bad. Hugo says just sit and watch a movie, drink. Yeah, I feel you, dude. I don't know if we don't get invited nowhere no more either, because I feel like we've firmly stated that we're nice and comfortable now, right? There's a difference between oh man, we don't get, and also well, I kind of just want to chill. My family hosted I kid you not 4 parties over the holiday weekend or the holiday season. I was done. I was like, hey, we need a break. All right, if we do something, it's gonna be small. It's gonna be small. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back in about 3 minutes after a word from our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Now, this is probably the best time. If you guys haven't yet tried it out, it's probably the best time to see if you like it, all right? The way that we've been watching football the past 4 seasons is pairing up ExpressVPN with NFL Game Pass. All right, and NFL Game Pass right now I think is $10, maybe less than $20. You can catch the rest of the postseason. It'll give you some insight on the offseason, free agency, because of course you do get access to NFL Total Access, et cetera, or NFL Network, I should say, et cetera, et cetera. It's a really good time, and then all other NFL Network stuff. So definitely check it out while the price is super, super low. Get ready for the offseason. Of course, make sure you're prepared and have a way to watch the Chargers in the postseason. You don't want to miss a second of Chargers playoff games. With that, guys, let's get into the break here in just a second. Let's grab these 2 super chats real quick. Silver Magic says, Rams getting away with a lot of PI calls today, refs. Yep, it's the way it's going to be. It feels that way every single game. And then Randall Rasnick says, give it to us, Stat Daddy. What? Give it to us, Stat. We'll grab the stats here in just a minute. We'll be right back in 3 minutes after a word from our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, okay, guys? Because we've got a serious problem. One I know almost each and every one of you struggle with every single year. How do I watch football? I simply want to watch football. Okay, let's Google it. I mean, look at this. Why does it have to be so complicated? NBC Sports, Sunday Ticket, Fox. Of course, I could just sign up for satellite TV for $70+ a month. Then I could add a sports package with a hefty price tag of $300. Wait, no. There's another option, sports fans. One that I discovered last year. One that guarantees I can watch every game I want without the fear of blackouts or channel surfing. And its name is NFL Game Pass. Wait, so you're telling me that there's a service that allows me to watch any game I want with Red Zone, NFL Total Access, condensed replays, and NFL original content like Hard Knocks and even more? This is it. This is the answer. This is what I've been looking for. Oh wait, except for one thing. You can watch all the games you want, but not live. But hang on, let me finish. There's a way around this. Using the NFL Game Pass in combination with this vital tool, a virtual private network, or VPN for short. Okay, I lost some of you guys, I can tell. Just wait. What is a VPN? Well, in layman's terms, it's a legitimate service that allows your internet connection to appear like it's coming from anywhere in the world. You see, certain apps and services are subject to a thing called geo restrictions. By using a VPN, we can bounce our signal from other parts of the world to grant us access to the NFL Game Pass to allow us to watch live games. But director, are we sure this is legit? Quick Google search, completely legal. We did it! Guys, this is the answer. This is what I personally have been using for the last 2 years, and I felt it was finally time to share this method. This is an awesome way to navigate the NFL season, and one that I plan to use for the foreseeable future. And if you're like me and you want the best VPN provider out there, definitely check out ExpressVPN. I've tried a couple out. This is definitely the best one for streaming live NFL games. Now make sure you guys check out the link in the description to get 3 months off of ExpressVPN. And for a full and easy tutorial on how to set up NFL Game Pass using ExpressVPN, check out my tutorial video link in the description as well. Break the shackles of conformity and experience football the way it's supposed to be. It's football season, baby. No blackouts, no restrictions. And we are back. Huge shout out to the sponsor, ExpressVPN. Again, make sure to take advantage of the awesome price right now on NFL Game Pass. I've been using this method for the past 4 years. It's never led me astray. I did see a comment in the comment section saying, "Dear NFL, we on the West Coast do not want to watch the Packers. All 4 of our teams are playing. Shame on you." That's one of the reasons why. I think I switched over to like Hulu Live one season. I ran into a blackout once. I think early in the season. Luckily, I went straight back to NFL Game Pass. So this is definitely the way to do it, man. Hit up the link in the description as provided by Hugo. Thank you so much, my man. If you guys want to get signed up for that and get ready for the playoffs. I want no surprises on whether or not that game is available to me. A couple of catching up on in terms of scores throughout the NFL. The Vegas Raiders are leading the Niners 17-14. Seattle's leading the New York Jets 17-6. And you got the Green Bay Packers leading the Minnesota Vikings 24-3, which is absolutely insane. I also saw another comment in the comments. I'm not quite sure if this is confirmed, but I do think it's correct. If the Pittsburgh Steelers can somehow take down the Baltimore Ravens tonight, who I think are without Lamar Jackson, the Chargers, with the victory today, could vault themselves into the 5th seed and try and hold on to it. We'll have to wait and see and confirm that at the end of the video, but it should be a good time. Chargers are resting Mack and Bosa, no stats. I think the Chargers next week, if we were to have a conversation in terms of resting players, it might not be a bad idea to do so versus the Broncos. We'll have to wait and see. Thank you so much, Hugo. Let's take a look real quick. Somebody asked for the stats just before we went to break. Let's go take a look at the stats right now. Now, Justin Herbert, just over 100 yards. Not great so far. Would love to see a little bit more. Of course, on my underdog line, I would love to see that over 267 yards. I'll have to wait and see if that happens. Take a look at this, though. Austin Eckler, first half, over 100 yards already with 2 touchdowns. He's also got some stats in the receiving game, too. Also, just 1 yard, but hopefully he can pick it up from there. Josh Kelly, 23 yards. The Chargers certainly picking things up on the ground lately. 133 yards in the first half, surpassing the Los Angeles Rams, who it seems they've just been handing it off to Akers over and over and over again. 13 carries for Akers in the first half. Chargers keeping pace, especially with that huge 72-yard run by Austin Eckler on the ground. As for receivers, Mike Williams has been tearing it up, 5 for 76. On 8 targets. He's been absolutely fantastic. Keenan Allen, shockingly, with only 3 receptions, but they've been big ones. I think 2 out of the 3 at least have been for first downs. Maybe all 3 of them have been. That's why he's such an integral part of this team. And then Gerald Everett seeing his first reception over the last couple of weeks for 7 yards. Van Jefferson leading the pack there for the Rams, 77 yards on 3 targets. And then Higbee with 3 targets with 11 yards as well. Defensively, Chargers been looking pretty good. No sacks so far for the Rams, which is definitely good news. 1 sack for Morgan Fox, 2 for loss, 1 for loss in Drew Tranquil. The defense has certainly been stepping up. Would love to see a couple more sacks at least by the end of the day today. The Rams not allowing a single sack last week to the Broncos. Already allowing 1 is certainly a step in the right direction. All right, baby, let's get back to the score here as we wait for the second half to commence for the Chargers. How we feeling in there, chat? Let's shout out some more chat members in here, man. Jacob Robert, Donovan Hall, Ben Ramirez, Colin Riley, School the Pro, Antoine Wayland, Liam Harris. Good to see everybody in the chat today, man. Let's see if we can catch a couple of these comments in here. Need the 5th seed to play the Jags or some weak team. Yep. Again, the 5th seed, it just positions you for a softer matchup in the postseason, which is why the Chargers still have something to play for. Let's say we walk into next week and the Chargers are 1 victory away from the 5th seed. I would have to imagine that they don't rest their starters, at least right away. Just because, again, it could be the difference between facing a team like the Jags or a team like the Bengals. Something to keep in mind as we go forward. Antoine says, can we talk about what the Raiders are thinking with Carr? I don't know, man, but did you guys see my my tweet the other day? Let's go over to Twitter real quick. Again, shout out to Underdog Fantasy. Use code DIRECTOR to match your first deposit up to $100. This is the lineup that we're looking for, okay? We need Baker Mayfield to throw an interception and see if Justin Herbert can get over that 276 stat line. Taking a look here at the Twitter yesterday, there's Mrs. Director. Director's a lucky dog, is he not? And then here's Little Director. Very fun stuff. This is my New Year's post for yesterday, Derek Carr. So we'll start off the Derek Carr conversation appropriately with this image right here. I don't know what the Raiders were thinking, man. Of course, Chargers fans definitely don't have much of an opinion on keeping him around other than maybe please and thank you. I don't know what they were thinking pulling him 2 weeks with left to go, though, man. That's going to definitely disrupt that locker room. Next year is going to be interesting. Do we see Stidham out there? Or do we see another quarterback? We'll have to wait and see. Either way, it feels like the Raiders have succumbed to the fact that they are at the bottom of the division with the Denver Broncos, so long as they don't have a quarterback that compete with Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert. And who knows? Maybe they've made the right call. Maybe Stidham, like we're seeing right now, leading against the San Francisco 49ers, could be that answer down the road. But I still think the timing was very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. I think Carr would be great with the Saints. I think a couple of teams to note were for Carr to move to. I think the rumor is that he'll be in play for a trade to the Jets. He might be in play for a trade to, a team like New Orleans. Who else? I don't think the Niners anymore. Maybe the Steelers, who could use a quarterback. I think he would work very well with the Steelers. You have to wait and see. Yeah, Carr to the Jets is certainly the thing that I've been hearing lately, but we'll have to. And they said that the trade could happen literally within a day or two after the Super Bowl. Like, it's going to be fast. He'll be in and out super, super quick. So literally like 24, 48 hours after the Super Bowl, I have to wait and see what's going on in terms of who's quarterbacking the Raiders and where Derek Carr heads to in his next destination of his career. The Colts would definitely be a good destination for him as well. Should the Rams stop paying rent for our stadium? I don't know, man. I don't know, dudes. That whole slam seems so dated at this point. But at the same time, thanks, man, for letting us crash on your couch. We're just going to go ahead and take it from here. Devontae wants out if Carr leaves. More BS with the Raiders. Yeah, I saw that too on Instagram. If Carr leaves, I would expect Devontae Adams to kind of follow him wherever he goes if the next team can afford his cap. We'll have to wait and see, because we've seen situations in the past where players take deep play cuts to kind of go where they want. Maybe Devontae and Derek Carr were a one and off kind of season duo. We'll have to wait and see what happens. It's going to be a very interesting offseason. I think this last offseason was one of the most exciting I've seen as a Chargers fan. This upcoming offseason may be one of the least exciting that we've seen, which, again, it says something, because the Chargers haven't been known for big moves for a while, but our cap is going to be so restricted, we may not see a lot of moves unless there's a trade or two in our future, which could definitely be something to note as well. Carr's going to be a golfer next year. How crazy would that be, Richie? You never know. You never know. We got $100 holla getting dropped out of nowhere from Sunriser. Guys, give some love to Sunriser in the chat real quick before we read this out, man. Huge. Huge. Sunriser, thank you so much, my man. He says, Happy New Year, Director. Excited we're in the playoffs. Hope this is our year. Let's have some help from the computer here, man.
Happy New Year, Director. Excited we are in the playoffs. Hoping this is our year. 10 not having a TD last few games might be getting to me, and hopefully it's a decoy for the bigger prize. Thanks for being you.
Thank you so much, Sunriser. Happy New Year to you and yours. Thank you again so much for all the support. Big ups to Sunriser in the chat, baby. Let's give him some love in here. Yeah, Justin Herbert not having his best last couple of weeks. Hopefully, we see something in terms of creativity to get him some momentum. This is what these games are about, right? We got this week and next week to kind of tinker around and find some success offensively to take into the postseason. And fully utilizing your top 5, top 3 quarterback in the NFL is certainly going to be part of that equation. Justin Herbert's got to get a touchdown this game. If I were a betting man, I would say more than likely he does get that tutty and puts up a solid stat line. Sunriser, thank you so much, man. Who am I? Just some dude on YouTube. He's showing some big love and some big support out here for the channel, man. Thank you again so much, dude. Maybe it's a decoy for the bigger prize. Maybe it's not. Either way, let's get number 10 out there slinging to unleash this offense. Speaking of which, the kickoff of the second half has just commenced. It looks like it's going to be another touchback, and the Chargers will start at the 25. Thank you again so much, Sunriser. $100 holla. The chat is hype, man. The chat is hype. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Director, imagine if Herbert with Tyreek and Devontae Adams. Who knows, man? I would actually be more opposed to having the draft produce someone in terms of speed for the Chargers offense moving forward. Sunriser, thank you again so much, man. That put a big old fat smile on my face. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here come the Chargers. First offensive snap of the second half. In motion is going to be Palmer to the bottom of the screen. It's going to be a fake handoff to Eckler. And Herbert's going to hit Eckler anyway. Underneath. And Eckler with a nasty juke. Jukes out the first man. Second man still going. Picks up about 15, 20 yards on the first down. And Eckler says, hey, I'm not done, baby. The Chargers are going to continue driving. And my fantasy football team managers are going to continue eating today, too. Big plays, baby. Big plays. Wow. Austin Eckler, dude. I got to check again. Eckler's already got 25 points in the first half. Get out of town. We got to get an electric guitar in here, man. Here comes another carry by Austin Eckler, who's going to squeeze his way to a yard, maybe. It'll be second and long. Wow. Unbelievable effort by Austin Eckler today. He has been unreal. I know you like Tua, but would you agree it's probably time to retire if he keeps taking his to his head? I would say above all else, you got your whole life ahead of you, right? If the head on your shoulders can't keep itself safe and find success in the environment, the rough environment of the NFL, I said protect his health. As a human being, I would say protect his health. I hope that he doesn't have to. But you never know. Justin Herbert, he's going to sling over the middle of the field. And big grab by Mike Williams. Get out of town, Mike. Wow. What is happening with Mike Williams these last few games? Jumps up, one-handed, finds the ball, cradles it, and comes down with another huge first. Get out of town, Mike. Unreal. Unreal. Stephen Haynes with the $5 holla. We'll come back to that here in just a second. First and 10 after the spectacular Mike Williams grab. Again, it's going to be Palmer in motion, and it'll be a handoff to Austin Eckler, who does find some space. 5, maybe 6 yards on that carry. Second and 3 coming up. Stephen Hayes coming in here says, I know it's not going to happen, but could you imagine Devontae Adams on the roster with Keenan and Big Mike? That would be a nasty receiving core. I mean, it's tough to argue against that. I think the Chargers receiving core is so good right now that the one element they lack is speed. So if they do go out there and pick up a big wide receiver, I would hope to be somebody that's super fast. Devontae Adams is certainly one of the best in the NFL, but I feel like the speed would make the biggest difference on this team. Thank you so much for the $5 holla. Get out of town, man. Mike and Keenan, or Mike and Eckler, destroying this Rams defense there. Here comes the pitch to Eckler, who finds a lane. And Eckler, holy cow, dude, he was almost off again. He's going to pick up a solid 10 yards and another first down Chargers. Eckler, dude, who a lot we're assuming may not see a ton of snaps this week, is devouring this Rams defense. Oh, my God. Avoided 1-2 tackles, spun, and almost got away into open space. That would have been nuts. 30's in the chat for our guy, Austin Eckler. We're going to get a fantasy 26.3 points, man. We about to win this on the back of a trade of Austin Eckler from the player that we're playing this week. Garrett, and big ups to you, man. Big ups to you, dude. First and 10, it's a carry for Josh Kelly, who torpedoes himself into the back of an offensive lineman, picks up a solid 5 yards. Chargers now at the 19-yard line of the Rams. It'll be a red zone possession from here on out. Finesse World with the $2 houses. Mike's going to get Roy tested after this game. He's been unreal, dude. Spectacular grab after spectacular grab. He has emerged as a top playmaker in the NFL. Eric Blythe, the $5 House. Do you think Mike Dubb becomes a number 1 next year? We draft a burner in the first round and Slayer kicks to the inside slot primarily. Would that be best? That's exactly what I would be thinking, my man. Here comes Justin Herbert. Slings it to Mike Williams to the outside. Williams is going to be maybe an inch short of the first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1 coming up. But Eric, that's exactly where my head's at as well, man. I think, Keenan Allen in the slot, our first down machine, Mike Williams at number 1, and then you get a burner like Javonte Williams on the outside. Sorry, Jamison Williams on the outside. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. 3rd and 1. Justin Herbert's going to take it himself for the QB sneak, and it's going to be a first down Chargers. Bolts in scoring position. I'm going to knock on wood before I say this next statement, okay? I'm knocking. I'm preemptively knocking. I'm going to be knocking the entire time I'm saying this, okay? Could this be the first Chargers touchdown in the 3rd quarter in very many weeks? We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Knock on wood, knock on wood, knock on wood. Come on, Chargers. Let's break this curse. We need to break this curse before the postseason. I think Ramsey wants to play with DJ. Would you be willing to trade JC for Ramsey? I would. 100% would. I love JC, and I hope he finds success, but I definitely would make that trade 10 out of 10 times. And it's going to be a carry by JK, who doesn't pick up any yards. It'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. Go get Marvin Harrison Jr. Yeah, hopefully he's okay after yesterday, man. I'm sure a lot of people saw that. No targeting play. That was absurd. Here comes 2nd and 10 for the Chargers. Trying to break the 3rd quarter curse. That's got a ring to it, the 3rd quarter curse. And it's going to be Justin Herbert. Steps up, fires underneath to Austin Eckler. And Eckler still fighting. Is going to pick up a solid 6 yards or so. It's going to be 3rd and medium. 3rd and 3. 3rd and short coming up. Charlie says, I'm guessing you're rooting for the Chargers. I think that's a solid assessment. Come on, baby. 3rd and 3 coming up. Time for Mrs. Director to get that Williams jersey. I'm thinking it's time, Miss Director. I'm thinking it's time. Can the Chargers convert here? Maybe even go for the touchdown. We're seeing a Mike Williams, Jalen Ramsey matchup at the top of the screen. Maybe this goes to Keenan Allen, Austin Eckler. Herbert's going to step up, fire over the middle of the field, and it is caught for the Chargers! Touchdown! Gerald Everett! And the 3rd quarter curse is broken! Gerald Everett over the middle, and the Chargers take a 2-possession lead. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Kings of LA! Beautiful, absolute bullet over the middle. Justin Herbert finds that window and puts it right in the hands of Gerald Everett for the TD. Cameron Dicker is up and good, and the Chargers lead 24-10. Oh, beautiful, beautiful sequence of plays right there in the red zone, man. That was flawless. Victor Monroy coming and says, don't lie, Director. You took the play calling duties from Lombardi, huh? That's the only reason why we're able to score 3rd quarter. He caught me, man. We got our phone down here. I'm like, all right, man. We need to call a hitch over the middle to the tight end here in the red zone. Get your tight ends involved as tall targets. And I'm seeing Ramsey on the top of the screen, so make sure you don't pass to Mike Williams at least right now. Yeah, okay, let's go. Let's run the play. Appreciate it, man. Cardhouse's Director. We know that Joe Show isn't known for making plays, but do you think he's saving big plays for the playoffs? If that was the case, man, if this was the long con, I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to react. Of course, I would be super hype. But, man, we got to pull out something more creative during the season, too, right? We kind of got lucky in the last couple of weeks. How many games had to go our way for us to secure a playoff position with 2 games to go? 8. 8 games had to go our way. Is that going to happen again next season? Who knows, man? We're not rooting against Joe Lombardi. We just need to see some improvement. So far, so good. Again, this game with fewer consequences, it seems like he's pulling out a little more stops, right? That's what you like to see. Danny Fan with the $7 is 7 for 10 and 7. Let's get it, baby. Much love, much love, much love. That's another big touchdown. Huge, 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 huge. And Hugo says, that's some fantasy points for me. Director, play the Joe Show, please. No, that's a touchdown. We're going to save the Joe Show for when it's warranted. So far, So good. So far, so good, dude. Mike Williams, Gerald Everett, Austin Eckler, and Justin Herbert lit that drive on fire, man. That was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Eric Black's $2 says, you haven't done the Joe Show once today. That's a good sign. That's a sign of an offensive coordinator that's not afraid to call the right play. All it took was 0 consequences towards our playoff push, huh? Crazy. And the Chargers finally break the... You guys know how significant this is? Does anybody have the official stat? How long has it been since the Chargers have scored in the third quarter? How long has it been since the Chargers... Can I look that up on StatMuse? Give me a second. Chargers third quarter touchdowns. Is that something that they'll actually show? No, it's not. Let me know if somebody has a stat. $20 coming in from Rex B's. His third quarter touchdown curse is done. Let's go, Boats! Let's go! Rex, thank you so much for the $20 holla, man. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the love. That's awesome, man. The third quarter curse is broken.
Third quarter TD curse is done. Let's go, Bolts.
That's what we're talking. What am I looking at on the screen right now? It's the Megans. It took me a second to realize what I was looking at. You guys know that movie, Megan? With the robot, the creepy robot? There's just 2 chicks chilling in the front row in full Megan garb. It was that was creepy. Why are we doing that? Happy New Year's. We want to go creep out the world. Thank you so much, Rex, for the $20 holla. Angel coming in with the $5 holla says, this will be the first stream this year where you don't play the Joe Show. We got our fingers crossed, man. We got our fingers crossed. Ooh, did you guys see that? Ooh. Ugh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that one bit. Yeah, the Megans. The Megans are creepy. Don't like that. Vote director fan of the year. Appreciate it. As long as I'm fan of the year in y'all's hearts. 1st and 10. Here comes the carry by Cam Akers. Going to find a huge hole. And he's going to pick up the first down a little bit more. It'll be about a 13-yard run. You guys want to know something funny? Despite me running a YouTube channel and live streams and all this kind of stuff, I don't really like attention that much. Certainly on a stage like that. I mean, I'll do it. You know what I mean? But that's a lot. I would say it's more of the time commitment to kind of get everything together, move stuff around, all that kind of stuff. That's funny. Yeah, Mrs. Director saw the Megans too. Those were creepy. Michael Peterson, $2 holla says, this is the best hangover cure. This is exactly the way you want to kick off the new year, isn't it? Hugo coming in with $5. I got to say, today's been a good day. Cue the Ice Cube song. Let's pull out the Rams and show them who owns LA. Speaking of which, here comes Baker Mayfield slinging it to the sideline and a huge grab by the Rams, Bryson Hopkins. And there is a flag on the field, by the way. Flag on the field. Thank you so much, Hugo, for the $5 holla. And a good way to kick off the new season. Yeah, I think I might need to get me a Mike Williams jersey too, man. I have one. It's actually it's been so long since I've gotten the Mike Williams. I think it's the old style jersey, and it's way too big. Now we're waiting to see the flag. Maybe I think I see holding on the Rams. I'll have to wait and see what they call though. What do you guys see? I think I see holding. They picked up the flag. Okay, 1st and 10. Rams got it at the 42-yard line, 39-yard line, 42-yard line. And there's going to be a stoppage of play. And Sean McVay is going to call a timeout. They'll be 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line here in just a moment. Popper says first down in the third quarter. What? First touchdown in the third quarter since week 5. Tara. Okay, first off, that's a big dub in finding the stat. I'm just trying to absorb how much time that really has been. Since week 5, we haven't scored in the third. 5? The curse is broken! That's unbelievable! Wow! That is nuts! Since week 5? 12 weeks it's taken for the Chargers to score in the third? Get out of town. Curse is broken. This director's out here celebrating. Is it weird? I don't even feel nervous right now. I do a little bit just because I do really want to win this game. More so I want to see improvement on the offense, which so far so good. But nah, it's not weird. That's crazy. Since week 5, Aaron Donald, Matthew Stafford, come on. Yeah, man. Give us some better vibes on the sideline. Man, I hope those guys are okay. It's been a rough go of it. Again, no sympathy from the Chargers fans, but certainly maybe a bit of empathy. We get it. That was us in the middle of the season, dudes. That is not fun. That is not fun. Since Bosa's back, pass rush hasn't been there. I mean, Bosa needs time to ease on it. I'm not sure how many reps Joey Bosa's had. I think he's had more than I expected in the first quarter. Don't know how much he's been looking at since then. We'll have to wait and see. We got to work him in, man. It's been a while since he's been in a live football environment. I would say give him a couple of reps next week if necessary to continue that trend and make sure he's nice and fresh and ready to go for the first game of the postseason. Yeah, I love this Chargers team. Me too, Richie. Me too. Did we change our defense around? No. I think the defense has been playing pretty good. Again, this is without Derwin James. Yeah, he's got to shake the rust off. That's a big point. Yeah, he's got to shake the rust off. It's been, since week 3? Since week 3. That's 14 weeks. 14 weeks of not playing football. It definitely takes a couple of reps. Get back in that rhythm. Although, if you guys watched the first quarter very closely, Bosa was in the face of Baker Mayfield at least 2 or 3 times. Baker just able to get that off. They're showing a throwback to Phillip Rivers in the days with Mike Williams. Our last matchup, it was Jared Goff at the helm of quarterback for the Rams. Who was that? Robert Woods. Brandon Cooks was a member back then. They still had Cooper Kupp. Man, that seems like a lifetime ago. Yeah, can I see? Okay, I know it's not. But can I see some 17s in the chat, please, man? We'll always have a special place in my heart for Phillip Rivers. Here comes 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Here comes number 3, Akers, who's going to get wrapped up nicely by K9 Kenneth Murray. And that's going to be a 2nd and long coming up, man. Kenneth Murray, he's really stepped up. Look at those 17s in the chat. Beautiful. That's what you want to see as a Chargers fan. When are we going to get Phillip Rivers to retire his jersey, man? It's time. It's more than time. Come on. It's more than time to get Phillip Rivers to retire as a Los Angeles Charger. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Rams offense. Battle for LA is into the 6 minutes to the 3rd quarter. Here comes a pass over the middle. And it's going to be a reception for how many yards? 4 yards. Michael Davis quick to clean that up. It'll be 3rd and 4 coming up. Come on, baby. Come on. 3rd and 3. Close formation for the Rams. And Baker Mayfield trying to escape the pocket. And it's stripped! And it's Kyle Van Noy! That's a fumble! The Chargers! Kyle Van Noy picks it up, and it's the Chargers' ball! It's gotta be! Yes, it is! Chargers force a fumble. 8's in the chat! Kyle Van Noy with the strip sack, fumble, and recovery gets the Chargers back on offense. Yo! Van Noy has been on fire these last, 4 or 5 games. Wow! Van Noy strikes again. Look at this. Oh, he never had forward motion on the ball either. That's a strip sack fumble. Wow! Good on you, Van Noy. What a resurgence this season. So quiet the first half of the year. He's having a spectacular last month of football. Just gets that hand out there. Ball never goes forward, and it's already loose by the time it's coming out. That is a fumble, my friends. Wow. KVNs, 8s, lightning bolts. Let's see it there in the chat, baby. What a reinvention of number 8 for the Bolts. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. That's a fumble. Wow, dude trying to will us to the playoffs himself. He's been unbelievable. Kyle Van Noy, number 8, with the big play. Oh, my goodness. Kyle Van Noy does it again. We'll be right back here, dudes. I'm going to run the animation one more time. What a play. Kyle Van Noy does it again, man. Miguel coming in here saying, Director, that's 4 straight games with a sack for Kyle Van Noy. This one a strip sack and recovery. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 8s in the chat for my guy, Kyle Van Noy, man. Absolutely nuts. Baker can't cook. He can't cook today. Oh, my God. High voltage sign, baby. High voltage sign. This ain't over. I'm trying to be respectful here. Oh, it ain't over. It ain't over. Chargers only lead by 14. But Kyle Van Noy definitely putting him in position to extend that lead here. Van Noy needs a massive extension. He did mention that he wants to finish his career in LA. That's what he said. So who knows what happens? Maybe he takes a friendly contract. Maybe he doesn't get re-signed and retires. Either way, what a season. What a way to close out his season with the Los Angeles Chargers here in the 2022-2023 year. Wow. Adding another sack and a fumble to his long and impressive career. Kyle's difference maker. He does so much on and off the field. Yeah, if you guys haven't caught him on Instagram or Twitter either, this guy's very, very supportive of the Chargers. He's one of those guys that you are definitely lucky to have in the locker room. Ooh, we just saw the Raiders pick off the San Francisco 49ers as well. Here comes the first run for, I think that's Larry Roundtree. Roundtree getting a run this game. Where's Spiller? Larry Roundtree picks up about 2 yards that play, or 4 yards that play. Not a bad run by Roundtree. But why is Spiller not active is definitely a question here. They're replaying the Van Noy strip sack fumble and recovery. Just a beautiful play. Beautiful play. They were looking for any sort of forward motion on that pass, and the ball was already out by the time he started slinging it forward. Here comes 2nd and 6. I think Roundtree's still in at running back. It is. It'll be a carry by Roundtree, who's going to get tackled way behind the line of scrimmage, losing all the yardage he just picked up. It'll be 3rd and 9. Scott Punk fan 1991 says, Director, I want 49ers to be Chargers rematch for the Super Bowl. What would your dream matchup be? Oh, dudes, the rematch of the 94 Super Bowl would be hype. Of course, Chargers didn't stand much chance that year. Holy cow. You had Steve Young, you had Jerry Rice, I think even Deion Sanders. I don't remember. Either way, that was a stacked Niners team. Would love to see a replay there. Who else wouldn't I mind facing in the Super Bowl? As far as the NFC teams go, I mean, the Niners are definitely a good team. I don't know. That's a really good question. Really, really good question. And the chat says Pipkins is down. Ooh, I missed it. Pipkins is down. I see some Pips in the chat. Hopefully he's okay. Chargers definitely need their right tackle going forward. Now, an interesting development. Okay, first and foremost, we hope that Pipkins is the man at right tackle for the Chargers going forward. As a contingency plan, what are we thinking? Do we kick Filer to right tackle and insert Sawyer at left guard if Slater were to return? Do the Chargers want to move things around with the postseason so close, just around the corner, a week, 2 weeks away? I don't know. We need Trey Pipkins back. 79's in the chat for Trey Pipkins. We need Trey. We need Trey. What's up with Jalen Guyton? I think torn ACL, right? So I don't think he's returning. Getting looked at by trainers. He's been dealing with an MCL sprain pretty much all season. Man, thank you, Miguel. 79's in the chat. We need Trey Pipkins, man. Hopefully he's okay. Chat's saying maybe Sawyer to right tackle. Definitely an option. Give me 1 second, guys. I need another. We are in commercial break as we wait to hear from Trey Pipkins. So I wanted to show you guys something. This is actually kind of cool. It's a really cool gift from my mother for Christmas, okay? So at first glance, you guys probably don't know what this is, and that's all right, okay? This is a photo from Comic-Con in 2009, okay? This guy right here, I don't know if I can get the glare out of there. That's me as Boba Fett, okay? I'm a huge nerd. Love me some Star Wars. Boba's my favorite character. I decided to suit up as Boba Fett for Comic-Con. Well, I got this guy that walks up to me and says, hey, can I take your photo? I was like, sure. And he hands me a card afterwards, and this guy from Time Magazine. This is the article that I was posted on in Time Magazine, dressed as Boba Fett. That's what she got me for Christmas. Super sick. Super fun. Here comes Justin Herbert on 3rd and 9, and he's going to take a sack. Fires it off at the last second to Joshua Kelly, and Kelly's going to get tackled at the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a 4th down coming up. And the Chargers are going to have to punt it away. We maybe limit our carries for Roundtree going forward, huh? Hang on, guys. I got one more thing to show you. Hey. Did I miss something there? Were they saying Justin Herbert was clenching that leg? I'm trying to take a replay here. They're not showing anything. Is he okay, chat? Is 10 okay? I'm taking a look at the replay here. I think, if Herbert is in any way sore, you take him out. I'm taking a look at the replay. He kind of got swung around. I think he's okay. You guys got to play it safe, though. You got to play it safe. Here comes the next carry for the Rams. And it's going to be Cam Akers up the middle. He's going to find about 6-7 yards in that play. Yeah, he's walking. He looks okay on the sideline. Do you rest him from here on out until the playoffs? I don't know. Yeah, he's walking. He looks fine. But that was scary. That was certainly scary. All right, here's the last thing I was going to show you. This was a twofer. Okay, my mother also got me this. This one's pretty big, so I have to stand back a little bit. Yeah. There it is. Yeah, the director is Boba Fett on Time Magazine from the 2009 Comic-Con. All right, there it is. There it is. Here comes Baker Mayfield tossing it to Akers on the screen, and he's going to juke out Drew Tranquil for the first down. He'll pick up about 6-7 and a first down. Waiting to hear more on Justin Herbert. Yeah, it kind of sucked the air out for that in a second there. I was like, excited to show time, and then here's Justin Herbert worrying the crap out of the Chargers fandom. Why did we get so converted with the lead director? I don't know. We got to step on their throats a little bit, right? You got to find that fire to stay consistent and keep your foot on the gas. 1st and 10. Rams around the 40-yard line. Joey Bosa back in. And there's going to be a stoppage of play with a flag. Might be a false start. Yes, it is. False start. It'll be a 1st and 15 coming up. Giddy up, giddy up. Yeah, what was up with all that Roundtree stuff? Let's run it once.
It's the Joe Show, starring Joe, doing all sorts of Joe things. Not your average Joe. And also he can walk.
I don't like the conservativeness. No, sir, not for me. Here comes 1st and 15. Mayfield looking for a target. Bosa falls to his knees. Here goes Kyle Van Noy in pursuit of Baker Mayfield, who's taken off. And Mayfield will pick up maybe 2 yards. 3. It'll be 2nd and 12 coming up. 2nd and 12 coming up. Big lead now, Joe. Yup. I feel you. Hugo. I'm not gonna lie, Hugo. I thought about you when I was putting that together. I was like, nah, he'll think it's fine. Hugo's got a great sense of humor. 2nd and 12 coming up. 2nd and 12 coming up. 1:59 in the 3rd quarter. Rams in close formation yet again. No Bosa out there this time. And it's going to be a draw play. And blown up. It's Drew Tranquil. 49's in the chat. Yo, Tranquil blew that up. 49's. Big play. Huge tackle behind the line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd and very long. Wow. We got to re-sign this man. There you go. There you go. Here comes a quick snap, and then it's going to be Khalil Mack in his face, and Baker Mayfield's going to toss it down the field too far for 15. The pressure forced a bad throw. It's 4th and 15 coming up. Here comes the punting unit. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Blue Defto's director. You didn't read my comment. It's all good. Yo, what? Did we miss one? Here he comes. He says, member for 16 months. His director, are you getting Jedi Survivor? I'm trying to beat Fallen Order before Survivor comes out. I really loved it so far. Oh, yes. You can bet your butt I'm getting Survivor. Dude, Fallen Order was one of my favorite Star Wars games I played in a long, long time. Definitely have fun with that one. Here comes the return by Carter, who's going to walk the sideline. He'll pick up a respectable, 9 yards out of that one. 11 yards. It'll be the Chargers' ball at the Rams' 30. Or I should say at the 30-yard line. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Man, let's get Drew Tranquil an extension, man. 49s, dude. 49s. He's absolutely insane. I feel you, Hugo. Much love to our guy, Hugo, man. Fallen Order. Yeah, dude, it's so sick. So sick. I'm a huge, huge Star Wars guy, man. I'm excited for the games coming out the next couple of years. Eclipse is one that's really got my attention. What's that? What's up with that? When are we going to see that? 1st and 10. Herbert's out there, by the way. He's going to sling it to Everett, who picks up about 2-3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up. Slad coming in here 15 months. He says, this solidified it. I'm grabbing a Tranquil jersey. This man is a contributor. Has been all season. A true Charger. We fight. Slad, you are not wrong, my friend. That 49 is going to look nice and crisp, and every Chargers fan will respect you more for it because that's a solid signing for the Chargers. We got to see him get an extension. And we do have a injury by a player, Scott, for the Rams. Hopefully he's okay. Hopefully he's okay. It'll be 2nd and 8 coming up here in just a second. We'll be right back, Bull fam. We are in commercial. We'll be right back. So Angel's coming in with a pretty nice question here. Angel, is it Angel or Angel? Let me know. Rest everyone next week except for Bosa? That's a good question. I think if the Chargers, again, are firm in the playoffs, if they have a shot at the 5th seed, I would say just play everybody as normal, right? Try and grab some momentum as well. I would say I'm like 60%, maybe 75% in favor of just play the game as normal, right? Just go out there, try to win, grab some momentum, etc., etc. But there is like a 25% chance where I'm like, maybe you do add an extra bye for the Chargers. Rest the quarterback, rest everybody. Give a few snaps here and there for everyone just kind of keep in rhythm. Speaking of which, here comes Justin Herbert, who slings it over the middle. He's got a wide open man, Keenan Allen. And that's what is that? So 28 yards. And that's an H-bomb. 13's in the chat for our guy Slayer. Beautiful pass by Justin Herbert hanging out there in the pocket. And just a quick dissection of that zone. Keenan Allen picks up 28 yards and a big first down. Looks like Herbert's all right. Herbert's all right. Evidently with that laser down the middle of the field. Here comes Austin Eckler at running back. 1st and 10. It's going to be a handoff to him. And Eckler finds the seam, picks up about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6. Wow. Wow. Give me a second here, guys. I got to get an update on the fantasy. This is huge, man. I would love to win fantasy this year. Oh, we're doing good. Justin Jefferson, only 2 points is shocking. But we got 12 from Mike Williams. We got 27 from Austin Eckler. 8 from the Chargers D. Things are looking good. Things are looking up. We are ahead 89-72. He's played all his players. His last few are playing right now. San Fran defense, Akers, and Cousins, and we still have Najee and Dobbins tonight. $50 holla coming in from Sunriser again. He says, glad 10 finally got a touchdown. at the stadium now and hoping Joe does not go conservative now. Need 10 plus 81. Ball out for fantasy championship. Of course, fantasy be damned for the ultimate goal. Let's go. Run it back.
Glad 10 got a TD finally. At the stadium now and hoping Joe does not go conservative now. Need 10 plus 81 to ball out for the fantasy championship. Lol. Of course, fantasy be damned for the ultimate goal. Let's go.
Let's go, dudes. Let's go, guys. Give Sunriser some love in the chat, man. Big ups and support to the channel. I thank you so much, dude. Happy holiday season. Finally got a touchdown on the board for Justin Herbert. It's time to go get another one. If there's any game I want to see some stompage out there, it's versus the Los Angeles Rams. And let's get one from Mike Williams, huh? He's been absolutely unbelievable. Oh, my goodness. Sunriser, again, thank you so much, dude. $50 holla. And the chat is hype, man. Thank you so, so much. You guys have been unbelievable today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Big ups and love to Sunriser out here, man. I appreciate that. As the chat are also updating us, looks like Herbert and Trey Pipkins are back out there and all right. Big plays, big plays. Thank you again, Sunriser. Big ups. Happy holiday season to you and yours. And hope you partied your face off last night before the game. And then right during the game, right before the game, at the game, after the game. Have a good time out there, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Is Aaron Donald injured? Yeah, he's not active this game. Not active this game. Which is unfortunate for those Rams fans, right? They're without Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford. A slew of stars on that unit. $23 holla coming in from Slad. Happy New Year. Let's have the comp help us out with this one.
Happy New Year's to the Bolt fam. Cheers to chapter 23 for all. Tell someone you love them. Only guarantee is life and death. Bolt fam LFG.
Let's go, Slad. $23 holla. Happy New Year's to you, yours, and the Bolt fam. That's a great message to be sharing to kick off this year, man. Tell someone you love them. It's a good time to remind yourself of those priorities in life, man. Thank you so much, Slad. $23 holla. The 50 coming in from Sunriser. It's hype out here today, man. With the Chargers 24-10 lead and driving. Would love to see another win for the Chargers. Putting him in double-digit wins for the first time in a while. Here comes Justin Herbert, who's going to sling to the outside. It's Austin Eckler, who's going to continue adding to this monster fantasy day. He's going to pick up 14 yards and a first down on that reception. Beautiful. Little chef of content. Little chef content with a $5 holla. Thank you so much, man. He says, at the game right now, refs missing some serious calls, but this is a great game. Thank you so much, Little Chef. You guys want to know something funny? To start off this season, and this is back when the Rams were perceived as that just coming off the Super Bowl victory, loaded roster. This was the game I had circled that I wanted to go to. Could not pull it off because of New Year's, but this would have been a really fun one to attend. This and the Dolphins game were the two that I had marked. Come on, baby. Let's go. Here comes Justin Herbert on the quick wide receiver screen, and it's going to be Keenan Allen who picks up almost the first down. It'll be 2nd and 2 coming up. Thank you so much, Leo Shep. Appreciate you, man. Are the Raiders about to choke against the Niners? There's been a trend if you've been a Raiders fan for a couple years now, right? We can all hope. Need to see you at a game director? Absolutely, man. Again, we try to hit one every year. We had to cancel our one this year due to the poor health of a beloved family member. But next year, for sure, we're going to get our tickets. We'll always give you guys a nice heads up, a nice lengthy heads up before we decide which game we're going to. Here comes a carry by Josh Kelly, and Kelly up the middle. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Chargers will have the ball at the 6-yard line of the Rams, looking to add to that lead. A 3-score lead, and it's looking real good if you're a Chargers fan. Leo Ramos with the $5. Happy New Year, Bolt fan. I'm loving this offensive performance. Would love to see Spiller get more touches in the final weeks, though. Bolt up, bolt up. Let's go, baby. We need to see him active next week for sure. Would love to see more of his sample size as we get into the postseason. Let's go, baby. Want one more touchdown by Justin Herbert. Me too, man. Let's get one to Mike Williams. He deserves it, dude. Mike Will has been an absolute stud this last month of football. 1st and goal, Justin Herbert. In motion's Trey McKitty. It's going to be a handoff. Austin Eckler tries to find some space, fights inside the 5. He'll pick up a solid 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal inside the 5 at the 3-yard line. What does it mean when a guard does a chop-like gesture before the snap? I actually don't know. He's going to pull? Jump ball to Mike. We got Parm, we got Eckler, we got Palmer. Of course, the touchdown machine, Austin Eckler. Does he add another one? This will put him at 19 if he grabs a touchdown here. He's been an absolute stud this season. Here goes the Chargers on 2nd and goal. It's Keenan Allen in motion. And it's going to be Justin Herbert who slings it to the back of the end zone. It's a catch by DeAndre Carter, but he's out of bounds. 3rd and goal coming up. DeAndre Carter's disgusted. $100 holla coming in from Slide. Get out of town. Slide with the undies. Let's ride this momentum, squad. In the championship game, I have AE. He started. Justin Herbert. I'll win if they keep feeding Eckler. Let's go, baby. Help us out here, comp.
Let's ride this momentum, squad. In the championship game, I have he started
Austin
Jenner
Eckler.
will if they keep feeding Eck. Championship belt coming my way. LFG hashtag BTFU hashtag ASAP hash Chargers 4 left thoughts. We have a different offensive playback.
Justin
for the
Herbert
playoff.
over the middle.
Same
Donald
face.
Parham! That's a touchdown for Donald Parham, and the Chargers take a 3-possession lead. The first score over 30 points in quite some weeks. Let's go! Beautiful timing, Sled. Let's finish this one off while he says Chargers for life. Thoughts. We have a different offensive playbook for the playoffs. Let's get it, baby. Slide with the $100 holla just as Chicken Parm takes it into the end zone. That big red zone target does it again. And the chat is hype. Guys, give some love to our guy Slide in the chat for the $100 holla. Let's see some 89s in the chat. The Chargers are obliterating the Los Angeles Rams. Thank you so much, Slide. Go out there and get a belt. On that play, I was hoping that Justin Herbert just slings it to Austin Eckler, but I'm sure you'll take those points via Justin Herbert to Chicken Parm. $100 holla, baby. Let's go, Slad. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. We are unworthy. We're unworthy. We're just some guy on YouTube. I appreciate the support so much, man. Big love to Slad in the chat and to our guy Chicken Parm 89s as well, baby. Let's go. Danny Fett with the $7 holla. 7 for 10 and 89, baby. And the tradition lives on. Wow. What a play, dude. That was huge. That was huge. Your Joe Show 2.0. Is it getting renewed? We don't know. But things are looking hot out here, man. Slad, thank you so much, dude. $100 holla. That's hot, man. Thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely insane today. In a game that does carry some consequence, will never bump us out of the postseason. But the Chargers, this team has come a lot. 31 points versus a decent Rams defense tells me they're figuring some stuff out. If you guys, this is the best time to figure this stuff out too, man. If they can continue this on into the postseason, we're looking very, very good. Finesse World says, are we playing the same team that the dropped 50 on the Donkeys last week? That's what I'm saying, dude. I was saying the same thing in my preview video. I was like, is this Rams team for real? They dropped a 50 bomb on Denver. No. The Denver is just that bad. The Broncos are just that bad. That's what we witnessed last week. And, of course, it's evident this week because they got 10 points in the first 3 quarters. Rick Monterosa with the $5 says, just dropping in from a final home game. And this is a great considering we are running a very vanilla game plan. Let's go. This is fantastic. Thank you so much, Rick Monterosa with the red badge, baby. Let's get it. Andrew coming in with the $2 says, just bought my second jersey, dark navy blue number 10. That's the way, man. Those things are clean. Those things are hot. Those things are fire, man. Enjoy that one. Enjoy that one. We got a $20 holla coming in from the mod. Hugo, the doorman boss. Just because I feel like it and because you've hooked me up, it's the least I can do. Much love to you and your family. Hugo, thank you, dude. Absolutely unnecessary. You come in here every single week, help this chat run smooth, bring in the positivity and the energy for the chat, baby. Thank you so much, man. Absolutely unnecessary. My honor to be hooking up as however we can, man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Oh, dude, the chat, dude, you guys have been nuts today. Thank you guys again, helping keep the lights on around here at the studio, reaching for the dreams of whatever YouTube may offer in this. You guys should probably understand, you know, the significance of a lot of this stuff in the new year.
Just cause I feel like it and because you've hooked me up, it's the least I could do. Much love to you and your family. High voltage sign.
Absolutely huge, big ups and love to you and yours too, Hugo. Thank you so much. As the new year rounded the corner, I took a look at the channel and the analytics and the history of the last year, and it's blown me away. 41,000 subs and counting. We're hoping for 50,000 subs this year. It's been unreal, man. It's been a dream out here, and I got you guys to thank for it and the support you show on streams like today. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Here comes Richie Lloyd with the 5, says, just saying, 45 versus 10. Wait, 45 v10, Chargers bolt up. He's just saying, He's just saying maybe we drop another 2 tutties. You never know. You never know. Thank you so much, Richie. Ernesto coming at the $5 said we should rest the starters now or at least another drive. I'm not opposed to it. Here comes Cam Akers, though, almost getting away for a huge touchdown. Khalil Mack in there to make sure that doesn't happen. Instead, it's going to be a carry for about, 8 yards on that play. Beautiful, beautiful. Man, good to see Chicken Palm getting there for a touchdown, right? Welcome back, number 89. My God, dudes, you guys are going crazy in the chat. Let's catch up with this real quick as we wait for 2nd and 3. Andrew says, buying a jersey every year make me playoffs. That's absolutely the way to be. Mike Fraustein, welcome to the crew, my friend. Then we got 2 back-to-back $50 hollers. You guys are nuts. Let's grab these in just 1 second after this play. 2nd and 3. Baker Mayfield puts in motion number 15, and it's going to be a pass down underneath the 15. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 3 coming up. Cal coming in with a $50 holla. Help us out here, comp.
Go get that 5 seed. This is why we keep our players in the game, make the other seeds fear us.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The Chargers could be competing for the 5th seed, which puts us up against a team like Tennessee or Jacksonville. We'll run back to that in just a second.
Your great content and energy has got us through the tough times this season and brought us to these happy times. BTFU.
Dude, Steve, thank you. Dude, what am I, man? I'm just some dude on YouTube that loves the Chargers way too much that I won't shut up about it, man. And just to be here with all you guys, to see all these faces and names during all the tough times. Now we're looking at the good times. It does mean a lot. Here comes a long pass by Baker Mayfield. It's going to be incomplete. It'll be 4th and 3 coming up. It means so much to me, man. Just the relationships that you can make over a YouTube channel, the familiar faces, the support, the hype, the energy, it's everything. Honestly, again, my wife can tell you, before we started this channel, this is stuff I was doing I was never off my phone. I was checking Chargers news every second of the day. I was talking to her about it, anybody that would lend me their ear, and now all of a sudden we have a platform to do so. And I'm just having as much fun as you guys, man. Thank you so much. The energy, the positivity, it's reflection. It's a reflection of what you guys bring to this platform. Thank you so much, Steve. Really, really appreciate it. And the $50 holla and big support at that, man. I appreciate you. And then Cal, absolutely, man. This is why you keep fighting. You never take your foot. The philosophy of never taking your foot off the gas also applies to the long, wide spectrum look at the season as a whole. Don't take your foot off the gas. Fight for that 5th seed, and the Chargers could position themselves for a much easier matchup in the wild card, man. That would be absolutely insane. Guys, big ups to Cal and Steve, dudes, in the chat. Give them some love, dudes. Big support for the channel, not just this week, but weeks before. Absolutely insane, man. Thank you to you guys both. Thank you to everybody for all the super chats today. You guys have been beasts, man. Thank you guys for helping support the channel. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. Wow, dudes. And I'll be honest, too, when I started this channel, I do have ties to San Diego way back, but I wasn't sure how the Bolt fam would respond to some guy that's not a LA native, trying to rally up the Chargers fans from all over. And it turns out it kind of worked, because it turns out a lot of our channel viewership comes from people that are of the same background. They're huge Chargers fans who maybe at one point were in LA, San Diego, and since then have moved on. And still have that passion, clinging to that passion for the Chargers. And I just feel so blessed that we have a place to confide and get together and share our passion for the team. And this is for me too. Absolutely for me too. So guys, thank you so much, really. As we're getting into this new season and we're appreciating the things that we have and making new goals of new heights that we want to reach, it's you guys that have helped me get this far and inspire me to go even further. Thank you guys so much. Speaking of which, Steve Hayes, thank you so much for joining the crew, my man. I appreciate the support and love there, guys. Let's give him some custom emotes in the chat as a thank you and a welcome to the crew. Guys, thank you so much. Director Chase Daniel in for Justin Herbert with 31:10 to go. Okay, so the Chargers, looks like we're pulling our starters. It's time for the backups to get in there and give us a sample size, maybe even extend this lead a little bit, as the Chargers are looking pretty secure in their 10th win of the season. 10 wins, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. As a matter of fact, while we're waiting, where do you guys hail from? Where's the Bolt fam from right now? Let's show me in the chat where you guys are hailing from this Sunday as the Chargers are looking to grab their first double-digit season in quite some time. 1.4 in the chat, baby. Guitar says, grew up in San Diego, went to college LA, moved to DC, Arizona. Oh, my goodness, man. This chat exploded. Okay, let's read a couple of these off. North Carolina, Utah, Oregon, San Diego, Brazil, New Jersey, San Diego, Portland, Texas, K-Town, Ohio, Nevada, New Jersey. Here comes a carry by Roundtree, by the way. He'll pick up a couple yards, second and long. Indianapolis, Atlanta, San Diego, Chicago, Boise, Bay Area, Australia, New Jersey, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, London, UK, Escondido. We got Omaha, Nebraska. Obi's in here with the $2 houses, originally from Escondido, 760. We got Oceanside, Fresno, Canton, Ohio. We got Michigan, Wisconsin, Tallahassee, Hawaii. We got Colorado, Montana, Denver. Man, that's a tough one out there. Boise, Kansas. Dudes, you guys are from everywhere. Here comes 2nd and 8. And it's going to be DeAndre Carter who picks up about 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Orange County, Michigan, Denver. Aiden says, no one more deserving, man. Glad to see you killing it out here. Successful season. Thank you so much, Aiden. Take care. Who's channeling the Wosu for us out there at the Seattle Seahawks, baby. Good friend of the channel right here, Aiden, guys. Give him some love in the chat. Palm Trees, a $2 holla. Oh, man, I missed a bunch of these. Palm Trees says National City, Springville. Wow, Eric Black with Hampshire County. West Virginia, Eric. Good to see you, man. Randall's is Virginia. Lots of Virginia Chargers fans in here. Thank you again, Aiden, man. I appreciate that. Here comes the carry by JK. Looks like he's got enough for the first down. Chargers offense will continue milking some clock here. Man, Australia, Ramona, Colorado, Sunnyside, Lancaster, Chula Vista, Denver, Honduras, Jakarta, Connecticut, Santa Cruz.
No one more deserving, man. Glad to see you killing it. Here's
Thank
to
you
a
again,
successful
Aiden.
season.
I appreciate that, man. Aiden from way back in the Madden days when I was streaming Madden stuff, even on Twitch. That's great. And a huge Seattle Seahawks fan, man. Good kid. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Australia, Mesa, Knoxville. You guys are nuts, man. Shout out to all Chargers fans hailing from all over the world. Here comes a run by Roundtree, quickly followed by a flag on the play. Update the Chargers at the 26-yard line. You're going to get called for holding. And that's a big penalty, big penalty. Slad coming to $2 is 32 points from AE. I've won my champs game. Let's go. Slad, huge ups to you, my man. Hey, man, I'm going to share something with you guys real quick here, too, because I'm not going to count my hens before they hatch. But take a look at this. We'll let it do its thing here, man. This is the director in his Super Bowl. I think we've secured it as well from the back of our Chargers. Mike Williams with the 12 and Austin Eckler with the 30 points. Not the best performance by my opponent either. It's a big downer for him. But dude, we're cut from the same cloth this week. Slad, congratulations on the fantasy championship. Here comes a carry by Roundtree, good for about 5 yards. It's going to be second and very long coming up. Congratulations, Slad. GG's to everybody out there fighting for their Super Bowl today. Brian Henderson with the $5 says, Guts in Kentucky in the house for the Bolts. Dude, Kentucky representing too, man. Burrell Bike says every $500 is Super Chats. Director gets special kisses from Mr. Director. Keep it coming, guys. Yeah, I'm sure Mrs. Director appreciates you guys immensely as well, man. Mr. Director says, you miss Hugo's? Did I miss Hugo's? Hugo with my $5 says, I've always been a Bolts fan, but thank you. I get even more hype because of your energy. And as you ask, I'm from Escondido, but moved nearby. There you go, Hugo. Thank you so much, man. Again, I feel like my energy is directly bounced off of you guys, man. Again, I know sometimes it can be tough for Bolt fam to come together and get excited because sometimes things just don't work out our way. But it's the people that continue to believe and the people that continue to be hyped despite that. Because the way I view football is entertainment, right? It's a big part of me, a huge passion, right? But in the end, it's something I participate in because it's fun. It brings me joy. And the moment I bastardize that and turn it into something it's not is the moment where I got to take a step back and reflect on what I'm doing and why I'm here. And it's made things pretty easy, especially to find like-minded people to keep that mentality alive. Here comes the underneath pass, DeAndre Carter. And Carter was real close to turning that into a first down. Chargers are going to likely punt here at a 4th and 2 from around the 50-yard line. Thank you again, Hugo. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Director, for giving me a heads up there. This chat was moving real quick. Brian coming in with a $2 huzz has been a fan since 89 as a kid. Long time fan. I've been a fan since 06, I think, the big LT year. Now's the time. It's the 24 months as we need this kind of win. Thanks for all you do. Thank you guys so much in the chat. Bob Wallace says he's from Idaho. Right on, man. Chargers fan from all over the world, dudes. This is what it's all about, dudes. Everybody coming together with a like-minded passion and finding a way to get excited about it together. Even if we can't physically be in the same room, which don't get me wrong, guys. If you've never partied in Thunder Alley, make a priority to make that happen at least once if you've been a Chargers fan a long time. Just like me, I had never been to a Chargers game up until last year. Just didn't have the means financially. Finally found a way to make it work. And I'll tell you, it was one of the best experiences of my life. It was so much fun, and I cannot wait to do it again. So you guys that have not yet experienced that, you know, go try that out for yourselves, man. It's definitely worth the effort and the sacrifice to get out there if you're not from around the area. Until then, we got each other out here on the channel to continue hyping up the team. Andy Osman with $2 says, suburb of Buffalo, New York, dudes. Wow! You chose the righteous path of the Chargers other than the Bills. That's all I can tell you, man. GG's. We got Bolt fam all over the world. You guys are nuts. Peter says, big fan, but I have never seen you look so depressed as after the Seattle game. So glad you still managed to remain positive. Dude, I will get hit hard when it comes to Chargers losses, too. You party hard, you cheer hard, you celebrate hard, and you do feel the weight of the loss of this team. It just means that you really, really care about it. And I think the mantra that we often go with is be mad today, bolt up tomorrow. Right? It's those guys that can stick with it, right, after feeling the big disappointments, instead of being like, I'm done with this team, I'm throwing them away, this and that. People that can allow themselves to be angry for 24 hours and come right back with the support the next day. That's kind of what I'm feeling. That's kind of where I'm at in my headspace. The Packers have topped 34 points against the Vikings. What? The Vikings have only scored 3 points? Man, Garrett, and my opponent, that was a bad week to start Kirk Cousins. Oh, travesty. Fouls against both teams, by the way. There's an offset, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Rams offense. Director, per GAC podcast, linebackers are subbed out. Reed or Ogbongbaniga are in, as well as Raheem Lane at safety. Chargers kind of going out there testing some of their depth, which is something you like to see. This means the Chargers firmly know that they're grabbing the win today. Thornton, Colorado for the trick shotters. Nice, man. Jason Rigo, the $2 holla. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Did I miss any, man? The chat's been moving so fast, dudes. Guys, thank you so much for all the engagement today. It's been a good time. Being a Chargers fan, you age hard every day. Yeah, man. I think I went, 20 years in the span of 10 years. Being a Chargers fan in that time. Taylor drops pick 6. Great break in our route. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just saw that live. Jasir Taylor almost comes up with the interception, which is 20 yards from the end zone. Baker Mayfield would have been looking at a pick 6 in that scenario. Huge. Oh, it went right through his fingers. He would have been gone. 3rd and 9 coming up. And Baker stepping back. He's going to get sacked. Who is that, baby? Who is that? Who are you? Is that Sebastian Joseph Day? 69's in the chat, baby. Let's go. Let's go. 4th and 19 coming up. Rex Million with a $10 houses bolt up from the only Chargers fan in Vermont, dudes. Good luck out there in Vermont, man. Thank you so much for the $10 holla, dude. I feel you, dude. Sometimes walking up and down the street, people are like, you're a Chargers fan of all what? Really? Okay. All right. 69's in the chat, dudes. Thank you so much for the $10 holla there, Rex Million. Wow. Wow. 4th and 19. And here comes the punt inside the end zone. And we are looking at DeAndre Carter to return. He's got a little space. He's going to juke on the outside. Picks up a couple of yards after taking a wallop of a hit. Hopefully he's okay. He looks all right. He's getting up, and the Chargers will start this drive near the 50-yard line. Watch that Niners interception. Okay, I have the red zone on in the other screen. Let's see if they replay it here. See if they replay the Niners interception on the Raiders. Here it comes. It's going for number 10. And yo, that is wild. Oh, it comes down, almost intercepted, bobbles out of the defender. Another defender tips it, and a third defender comes up with a pick. I don't know if that's going to hold, but that is nutty. Steve Simmons with the $20. I love how everyone says we have no fans, yet look at everyone here. They have no idea how big the Bolt fam really is. They will see. They will see. Here comes a carry by Roundtree, who picks up 2 or 3 yards. It'll be second and long. Steve with another $20 holla, man. Thank you so much, dude. People will feel the presence of the Bolt fam as we continue to climb into the postseason, baby. The Chargers fam might not be as concentrated as most football fandoms, but we are everywhere, dude. This chat is a testament to that.
Says we have no fans, yet look at everyone here. They have no idea how big the Bolt fam is. They will see.
They will see. Dude, Steve, again, thank you so much for the $20 holla. I appreciate the love in there, man. And I mean, that's a testament. How many people we got in the chat right now? First off, everybody hit like before I even see how many people we got in the chat. We got 1,400s in the chat, baby. Hit that like button. Represent for the Bolt fam, dudes. Let's go. Here comes another carry by Roundtree. And he'll get tackled behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 9 coming up from around the 50. Let's go, baby. Chargers just chewing clock at this point. Getting ready to get out of this with the dub. Putting them at 10-6, baby. Let's go! The first double-digit dubs in the Justin Herbert era. Oh, this has been a magical season. Foster Sorrell in at right tackle. Trey Pipkins, Will Clapp at center. For Corey Lindsley. Gotcha. Thank you so much, Miguel. Beautiful. Yeah, Fowler's not been too hot this year, man. Hopefully, if we get Slater back, we can kick Sawyer into left guard. Here comes 3rd and 9. Chase Daniel fires underneath. It's going to be a screen to Roundtree. Roundtree found some space. Roundtree picks up the first down and then some. Chargers may be in field goal territory. Nice play, Roundtree. Nice play. Making his way back onto the squad after so many months on special teams or in practice squad. And here he is, helping position the Chargers to squeeze more clock out of this one. Well, welcome to, thank you for the sub. Let's go, baby. Nice play by Roundtree. Yeah, 34 is in the trap for Roundtree, baby. Let's go. Thank you again, Steve Simmons, for the $20 haul, man. That's awesome. Thank you, guys. Crazy day today in the chat for sure. Here comes another carry by Roundtree, who's going to fall forward for about 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9 coming up. Why is Herbert not playing? The Chargers so far ahead at this point. The coaching has elected to protect their starters by sitting them out for the rest of this game. In is going to be Chase Daniel and the backups. And honestly, probably not a bad idea at this point. With the Rams trailing 31-10 with only under 3 minutes left right now, getting close to the 2-minute warning. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Yeah, Spiller is inactive this game, if anybody didn't know. Spiller inactive. They're just putting Daniels in to hand it off. That's it. That's all it is. Let's get 500 likes, says Danny. Let's get 500 likes. Hugo says, absolutely hate. My apologies. But I hate the narrative that the Chargers have no fans. Oh, it's complete lie too, man. You know what? Let them think that. Let them sleep, right? As the Chargers continue to climb, you know that narrative? It's almost been physically visible, the evidence as of late, right? And other franchises are starting to take the perception of having a lack of fans lately, including the Raiders kind of a little bit, which that's not true, but they're just not showing up. As time has progressed, you look at Chargers games lately, those games are packed. You know what's even crazier? Road games. We have seen so much powder blue in opposing stadiums. It is nuts. So I'm thinking that narrative starting to be put to sleep, right? It's been starting to be put to rest as the Chargers are emerging, not just at home, but even on the road, which is definitely insane. Thank you, Hugo, again for the $5. He comes Slad with the $5. They will have no choice but to respect us. We will earn quite a bit of respect in the playoffs. For those underappreciating us, they will learn. They will learn. Thank you so much, Slad, dude. Yeah, they will learn. It's all right, man. We've been the sleeping giants for a couple of seasons now. This year, it seemed like everything was falling apart. Chargers getting healthy all at the right time, while also finding an identity on defense, and hopefully after these next 2 weeks, an identity on offense. Things are shaping up. Things are definitely shaping up. Thank you again, Slad. Joseph with a $10 Haas, Texas resident here, served in the military in Pendleton, and fell in love with the Chargers. Game day equal VPN Chargers on one screen, director
Texas
on the other.
Resident here, served in the military in Pendleton and fell in love with the Chargers. Game day equals VPN Chargers on one screen, director on the other.
Joseph doing it right. First off, thank you for your service, Joseph. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. And then, second of all, you supporting me. Thank you, man. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for the $10 holla. Thank you for being a passionate Chargers fan and coming here and showing the support. Thank you for your service, too, my friend. I appreciate you guys. Everybody out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, dudes, it's been an awesome day in the chat today, an awesome game. And again, uncharacteristically, one of those games where you can just be like hanging out in the fourth quarter, yucking it up in the chat, having a good time. That's super uncharacteristic for the Chargers. Steve coming back with the $2 hub. There are tons of powder blue in Atlanta, too. Yeah, in Atlanta, too, man. Chargers fans are coming out of the woodworks, man. The narrative of no fans, that's going away. We'll be leading the charge, man. One day I want to be running in front of 300, 400, 500 Chargers fans waving a flag, smoke in the background. That's the way it is. Like Nightwave with a $50 holla. Get out of town, dude. Thank you again, Steve. Nightwave with the 50 says, can't wait for the playoffs, director. Maybe all the older Chargers players will show up to support. Dude, did you guys see that flag football game held by Antonio Gates, LaDainian Tomlinson? I would love to see something like that again, baby. Let's run it back.
Can't wait for the playoffs, director. Maybe all the older Chargers players will show up to support.
Thank you so much, my dude. Nightwave with the $50 holla, showing the hype for the postseason. The Chargers going to the playoffs, and we're going as a dang good team. We are looking good, baby. Dude, Nightwave, thank you for the $50 holla as we see Larry Roundtree finding a corner. He'll only pick up about a yard. It'll be fourth down. Chargers probably punt it from this part of the field. Thank you again so much for the $50 holla, Nightwave. And the playoff hype is alive. What do we say all the time? The hills are alive with playoff hype for the Chargers. Let's get it, baby. Steve Hayes coming in here with the $5. I kind of want the Bengals just to shut up the Herbie haters. Maybe a little. You know what's kind of funny? I kind of want the Kansas City Chiefs. Knock them out early, dudes. I think that would be super hype. But at the same time, logically, positioning ourselves in the 5th seed to face the Jacksonville Jaguars honestly provides us the best opportunity. That's why we keep playing in these games. Tristan Adrian coming in with the Canadian $7 holla. Bonjour. So I'm from Canada. I've been a fan since 2006. Chargers have fans both up, baby. Both, even in Canada, baby. Around the same time, I became a fan too there, Tristan. GG's and bolt up. Thank you so much, man. Mike Fraustein with the $5 holla. Appreciate the love in there, man. Appreciate Happy New Year's to you and yours. Aaron Adams says, I'm a Steelers fan tonight, though. I think we all are a little bit. Guys, keep in mind, Steelers, if they take down the Baltimore Ravens, this opens up the door for a Chargers 5th seed takeover. By the way, it was a punt for the Chargers, and it's going to go, ooh, nice punt by JK. Can the Chargers field it inside the 5? They can. It'll be the Rams ball at the 6-yard line, by the way. 6 yard, by the way. So, yes, if the Pittsburgh Steelers could take down the Lamar Jackson-less Ravens, we could sneak in there for a 5th seed. Try and protect it next week. Ricardo coming in with the $20 as this team looks locked in. Sure, the run defense still needs work, but at the end of the day, the defense only gave up 10 points. This team looked like a playoff form. Absolutely. Ricardo, first off, thank you for the $20 haul, man. Thank you guys, again, so much for all the support today. Second off, this team hasn't given up more than 17 points for, what, the last month? This defense is on fire. By the way, first carry here by Williams is going to go for just a few yards. It looks like the Rams are waving the white flag. They're letting time run down. And we're going to walk out of this with a victory, 10-31 here in just a few seconds. Second off, this is playoff form, Chargers. Absolutely. They're getting good at the right time.
This team looks locked in. Sure, the run defense still needs work, but at the end of the day, the defense only gave up 10 points. This team looks like in playoff form.
This team hasn't given up more than 17 points the last couple of months. But this is nuts. The last month at least. This defense has come to life. This is the same Rams offense that scored 50 points last week versus the Denver Broncos. A very good defense. This team's rounding a corner, man, just at the right time. By the way, clock strikes 0. The Chargers have officially taken down the Los Angeles Rams. And, oh, howdy, dudes. I cannot tell you what that look on Sean McVay's face was just like, man. Oh! McVay comes up for the congratulatory handshake of his former pupil, Brandon Staley. They're watching him walk away right now, too. This man is dead inside. who was once the master, is now the apprentice. Brandon Staley just pants this man on the national platform. There was some bad blood all of a sudden right there. Dougie Fresh with the 5 says, by the way, Aaron Adams says, shut out in the second half of the $10 holla. That's important. Huge performance by the defense. Thank you so much, Adam. Dougie says, hold the Rams 10 after they scored 51 to the Broncos. Best defense since week 14. And we're going into the playoffs. Let's go, Dougie. Let's go. Jason Rigo with the $1 holla. Thank you so much, man. $5 holla coming in from Byronic says, whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? Whose house? This is Justin Herbert's house, baby. You find an address for SoFi Stadium at the top. It's going to be read as residence of Justin Herbert. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Oh my God. Dudes, that was insane. Did you guys see the look on Sean McVay's face? I don't know. That may be one for our opener or tomorrow, dudes. That was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. This was an awesome game night. So let's go back through real quick and take a look at the box scores. We're winding down this stream. Unbelievable performance by the Charge today. 31-10. Baker held to 132 yards. Justin Herbert, 212, 2 touchdowns. Welcome back, Justin Herbert. 2 touchdowns. Definitely needed this one. Austin Eckler, the MVP. 122, 2 touchdowns. How many through the air, too? 39 through the air. 150 total yards, 2 touchdowns. He was absolutely insane. Mike Williams was a dog, right? This was absolutely, and the defense did defensive things, right? How many sacks? 3 sacks, 5 tackles for loss. No sacks, by the way. Shout out to the offensive line. This is a good one today, man. This is a really good one. What are you guys thinking? That's a good question to ask in the chat right now. Who you guys want in the postseason? Who do you guys want in the playoffs? The teams to watch out for: the Ravens, the Bengals, the Chiefs. The Bills likely take the first seed. The Jaguars. Who do you guys want to play in the first round of the playoffs? Tristan Adrian coming with the $3 holla. So I wonder what Emmanuel Acho is up to right now. He's just out there somewhere pondering life, figuring out what he needs to change to improve himself going forward. Certainly not slander in the name of a Justin Herbert, that's for sure. Drew Emerald's coming in with the 14. Muzz is 10-6, baby. 10-6! Chargers in the double digits, baby. Let's get it. Peter Thompson with a $10 holla. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Big ups to Peter in the chat, baby. This director says another week of not washing this jersey. That's my girl. That's my girl. Tuxis, welcome to the crew, baby. Thank you so much. The chat wants the Patriots. The chat wants the Jags. The Titans. The Chiefs, the Jags. So it seems like it's split pretty even between the Jags and the Chiefs. Boss Mac with the $20 holla says this season's been one to remember. Weeks ago, we was ready for Sean Payton, and it seems we just hit a switch, and it's been lights out for the last 6 weeks. What a turnaround. Run it back.
This season has been one to remember. Weeks ago we was ready for Sean Payton, and then it seems we just hit a switch and it's been light out the last 6 weeks. What a turnaround. High voltage
Boss
sign. High
Mac.
voltage sign. High
High
voltage
voltage
sign.
sign, baby. Boss Mac, thank you so much for the $20 holla. What a turnaround this has been for the Chargers. What have we called it? A Cinderella season for the Bolts. Started off strong. Off-season hype was at a prime. And then slowly but surely and persistently, star after star went down. And our hopes started to slip away. But the Chargers hung in there. They hung in there to the tune of, 8-6 just weeks ago. And then as their stars began to return, the team began to turn a corner. And this team doesn't look like your mid-season Chargers anymore in terms of those injuries and falling behind. They look like that playoff caliber team we were hoping to see at the top of the season. Now they're the tune of 10-6, double-digit wins, and a secured playoff spot. This is one of those teams you do not want to face in the postseason, baby. The Chargers are the team to beat. And yes, to answer you guys' question in the chat, I want all the smoke. Give me the Chiefs. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you again so much, Boss Mac. Slide with the $2. It don't matter. We only worried about us. The Chargers are here to win it all, baby. Thank you so much, Slad. Steve Simmons says Jacksonville revenge. That's also a big reason why I do want to grab that 5th seed and take down the Jags. Hey, no. Last game, that was a fluke. All right, we were missing everybody. The team wasn't in the right headspace. Brand Staley had food poisoning that morning. No. We want to right a wrong from earlier in the season. I feel you. Chiefs look more beatable team, struggle with the Broncos. I mean, Tara, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. And both the times the Chargers played the Chiefs, be it we got swept, I feel like we should have won the first time. We could have won the second time. I don't know. I'll take it. I'll take all the smoke. Here comes Richie loaded with the $2. Rams run it back. Rams run it back. Bolt up, baby. Bolt up, Richie. Bolt up. Zipping with the $5 says, would love if the Chargers get the Ravens, then go Chiefs. Jags are hot right now, but we are better. The Ravens are a fraud team. At least without Lamar Jackson right now, in my opinion. I feel you. That's a big dub for the Chargers, baby. And somebody in the chat said it too. They say, a comfy victory? What will my therapist do with all their free time this week? That is hilarious. I guess we're just going to give them an R&R day to all the Chargers therapists and trainers and stuff like that this week. Appreciate you guys so much. Well, guys, tonight, a game to watch if you guys are still looking to see, significant football that carries consequence for the Chargers. Be sure to tune in to the Steelers-Ravens game. If the Steelers can somehow take down the Ravens, we're looking to sneak in there and snag that 5th seed. Now, I can't confirm, but there is rumor that the Chargers would insert themselves in the 5th seed if the Ravens were to lose tonight with this dub over the Rams. Ricardo with the $5 says, I don't know, man. I kind of want the Chiefs. They're winning, but they ain't looked so dominating. Haven't been putting away bad teams the past few weeks. That's kind of what I'm feeling, too. I don't know. Maybe they're putting away some, their biggest plays and stuff, and they're planned for the postseason, but I want the smoke, dude. That's all I'm going to say. This Juan with the $10 haul says, if we make the 5th seed, the Jags would be facing a fully armed and operational Bolts team. No, I got to say it right. They're facing a fully armed and operational Bolts team. My voice is so shot we cannot do an Emperor Palpatine right now. But this one, whoever faces us will be facing a fully armed and operational Bolts team, dude. This team, now that it's got Joey Bosa back, of course, we're going to get Derwin James back. I don't know if he plays next week.
The Jags would be facing a fully armed and operational Bolts team.
A fully armed and operational Bolts team. I don't know if we see Derwin James next week. We could see a lot of starters resting next week. But this team, man, when the first game back into the postseason, they're going to be almost fully back out there in terms of stars and health. The only guy we would be missing if Rashawn Slater does return would be J.C. Jackson. And that's a heck of a football team right there, man. Heck of a football team. We do have an update from the Raiders and Niners, by the way. Looks like they're tied. They might go into overtime. Thanks, Director. Bolt up to everybody out there. Steve Simmons says, if we can get the Chiefs, can we do it without the refs, please? We'll all collectively get together and ball gag those refs and, beat some sense into them. We don't care if we get penalized. You just better hope and pray that it's a fair penalty, man. And you better as heck be prepared to throw flags if the Chiefs go out there and throw some nonsense out there. Chase wants the Chiefs. That's all I want. Revenge. Absolutely, guys. We're going to be winding down here, guys. It's been a fantastic stream. How many people we still have in the chat even after that victory? 1,500 people at the peak. Still have over 1,000 people in here right now, guys. Thank you so much for all the support. It's been an absolutely fantastic day. Chargers found a way to win this one 10-31. Which speaks volumes to the improvement of Justin Herbert. 2 touchdowns on the day, and the offense maybe finding a rhythm versus a really good defense. I'm not going to lie. Despite missing Aaron Donald, they still had Jalen Ramsey and Leonard Floyd and a bunch of really good players out there. The Chargers putting up 31. Whatever success you found today, continue it on into the postseason. Most importantly, the Chargers at 10-6 with a secured playoff spot are getting Chargers fans more excited than they have been in a very, very long time. All right, guys, give me 1 second here to take a look at something, and then we're gonna bounce on out of here with the win and a New Year's celebration, guys. Thank you so much to everybody for all the support in the chat today, too, man. You guys were absolutely insane. Again, every support here keeps the lights on around the studio. This has been absolutely a crazy year in terms of support. I thank you guys so much for all the love. I'm going to be looking at something here real quick as we celebrate the win for the Chargers. Happy New Year to everybody out here. Hope everybody had a fantastic, fantastic day yesterday, man. Hopefully everybody practiced out there safe and celebrated out there safe. It's been a good one, man. Well, I'm taking a look here. Seeing who's live. You know who's live right now? The same guys that were live last week. We're going to do it one more time. All right, guys? We're going to grab them one more time. We're going to go raid the Lightning Round podcast. Get in there. Tell him the director says hi, guys. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been the director. Thank you so much to all the Bolt fam out there, all the support. It's been an awesome one. The Chargers are 10-6. Get in there. Tell him the Chargers director sent you. As always, bolt up and stay frosty, everybody. Channel raid time. Here comes the link. Get in there and show support for our other Bolt content creators out there, guys. GG's to everybody, and stay frosty. Want to watch football without the restrictions of blackouts or cable? Check out expressvpn.com to help you get access to all the live games. Sign up today using the link in the description to get 3 free months.